Do you vow to bear the lantern's flame? Cast light into hidden and forgotten, though it burns away comfort and reveals truths long buried? Do you swear to tread where maps end and stars falter? To brave the darkness beyond certainty, even when the path claims more than it yields? Will you take up the charge of the order, to guard the innocent, confront the wicked, and wield light with purpose, not by decree, but by judgment of your own honour, in step with those that came before? Do you bind your oath to this great quest, to seek not conquest, but understanding, not dominion, but justice? Now go, bear the light, let it burn against the dark until shadows yield or you are unmade. Hello and welcome to No Danger. It is great to have you back here with us for another episode of Cinderfall as we make our way through this world of steam and magic and the arcane with the Brass Lantern Society that we have here today. So we're going to be continuing on our journey. As a little recap, last time our adventurers made their way to the village of Havers Fen, an odd, very friendly place, but maybe a little bit too friendly at times. There was a whole bunch of festivities going on in the town that some folks got involved with. You managed to meet a whole bunch of different villagers. Had a great time in general was had by all. But then, as you all went off to your separate rooms at night, or at least in little pairs, for some rest, in the midst of that, some slugs managed to crawl their way in, and I think all bar two of our party managed to get ingest, shall we say, these slugs. One heroically biting a slug in half. So we will open at the close then, at that last point, leaving off with Donnie, who had just, or Dole, who had just bitten a slug in half. Everyone else is kind of off to bed, but it's that kind of evening. So what are you guys wanting to do?
What does it taste like?
Yeah, what's it taste
it's very like kind of visceral, maybe a bit earthy, a bit barky, even sort of. Yeah.
Texture?
Slime, but maybe with little kind of splintery bits to it.
How does it compare to other slugs that you've eaten in
Splintery
bits. I quite a bit of a kind of a burst as you in the middle as well, like a kind of sack.
Tasty.
Like, bitten through.
Yeah, I will sit up and start furiously spit it out. I'm not comfortable. In the slightest.
Does that wake me up?
You were, well, I'm. How much noise do you reckon you're making as you discover a slug in your mouth?
I don't think I'm too noisy.
Okay.
Just a bit.
You're probably asleep then, that's fine.
I'm quite heavy sleeper.
We had some alcohol in our room, did we?
Presumably. Yes, we do. I do actually have some wine that I made. It is hallucinogenic, but...
Okay. I know that he has alcohol on him, and I do just take a swig of whatever I can find to clear my mouth out.
Sure.
Yeah. So what do I take?
Like kind of treating it like mouthwash, essentially?
Yeah,
like
I think so, yeah.
Gargle and...
Yeah, you're white.
Rowan wine, yeah.
There we go.
You spit it on the floor, like what are you...
Yeah, that's just straight out. I'm in full shock.
Do we want to do hallucinations? Based
I
off
imagine
that?
it was a small, unless you're really taking a big glug, you're just using a little bit as a...
It's the same way I usually drink a bit of
stuff.
mouthwash. I know it's
Yeah,
tasty.
you're barely ingesting it, you're more
Right,
sort of spitting it out.
A
Yeah.
mini hallucination.
He's just wasting your stuff.
I'm basically wasting your
Some
wine.
great wine is...
Spit some-
It took a long time off
Well,
to do that. Yeah.
a short time to waste.
All right.
Would Dole do anything else, or just...
Yeah, I just want to do a bit of maybe a survival check to see if I can work out what it is.
Yeah, roll me, I guess. Either nature or survival.
Both are poor for someone who lives basically in the wilderness.
It's amazing you've survived this long. Yeah.
13. I mean, it seems it's quite a big slug, but it kind of just gives you the vibes of... I don't imagine you've eaten many slugs before, so it just, a bit weird. A slug has just crawled into your mouth, but you are in the middle of a marsh. They aren't uncommon, so...
At this point, I think I will wake up.
Cornelius.
Cornelius, and
What's his Oleander's Cornelius?
Oleander,
Middle name. I don't know why we went for
yeah.
that.
We started calling you
I was thinking, wait,
Cornelius to stop the
Ollie. Oh yeah, the Ollie demand.
Ollie.
Oi, oi.
Oleander. Sorry to wake you.
Good grief, man! What
Do you-
time do you call this?
Have you seen this? Have you seen one of these before?
Have I seen one of those before? Can I do a nature?
Yeah, you can
roll?
do me a nature or
Right.
nature check.
Oh, that's a very, very poor roll. 9.
It's a
I'm not
slug.
expecting it. There we
That
go.
looks a lot like a slug.
I tell him that. Is it? Well, it's a slug. Have you seen? You
Yes.
might not have seen one.
No,
then.
I think that's probably right. Maybe a bit larger than you would get in an urban environment, but you know.
Well, it was just trying to crawl into my mouth.
Now I know that's not usual.
That's not. Well, I've heard they like dank, humid environments. I
Okay.
have been drinking a wee bit.
Yes.
So maybe it was just a bit of a coincidence. You know, I shouldn't have been. I should have been nose breathing. I've been told that's very good for your health.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have fit up your nostril, perhaps.
Exactly. I could have
Yes.
saved my own life. But anyway, as I am always.
Well, I'm glad you're
the
okay.
reflections, whatever you call it, reactions. That's the one.
Hmm.
Bit it off. It's all good. Well, you can see it's in half.
Is there any sign of like a trail that the slug has left that has gone into his mouth from
Roll
the
me
floor?
an
or something
investigation check.
Like that? Okay.
So after this, we're-
That looks okay. 18.
18. It's so there is a bit of a trail on the
Yeah.
floor, but much of it is already kind of dried and gone. So you can guess that it seems to have come from under the door, but it gets very faded much beyond that. So it's
Okay.
kind of likely crawled under your room door, but
I suppose I'm wondering whether I then spot that there's a second trail that has come to
just
give me
percent.
perception then for that.
perception. Oh my word.
Well, I'll help you in that.
And with
help
does that do?
disadvantage.
Oh, a
Can
disadvantage.
I just make it a flat roll because I would like to help him?
It's your proficiency.
Yes.
How?
I will.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
You
So
don't-
it's like
you
just,
don't have to
what was the
you don't have
first
to roll
roll,
that
basically?
natural
So perception was 13.
Okay. Not obviously the way it wiggles. You can't
Oh, okay.
confidently like it's not. It's
Well,
not
I'm
clear
really
anyway.
glad that didn't happen to me. That would have been terrible.
Well, I guess it just must have been me then.
Yes, maybe it was the moustache.
Right. Do you have any from your supplies? Do you have any sort of apparatus I can wear to make myself nose breathe while I'm sleeping? Maybe some sleep tape. Have you got any sleep tape?
Well, I'm sure we can. Yes, something. I've got various kits. What kits do we have that might be a herbalism kit? There's probably some fabric there. I'll
Glue.
and then maybe we'll
You make
put
a
some.
sticky salve.
I'll put some fennel above his moustache
Fair, yeah.
because fennel was what they were using in the village. Wasn't it?
Maybe
Elder
salt
flame.
as well, so that if slugs do come about,
Excellent.
they cover
Yeah.
my mouth in salt.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna wake up with a pile of goo, like kind of fizzled all over your mustache. It's like maybe a great way to style it. Who knows?
Yeah, I think that works.
He's very dwarf coded.
I think it's just because he's got a Scottish accent, and dwarves usually have Scottish accents.
Right. No, it's more just his mannerisms.
Oh, okay. Suppose
Sorry,
you're a dwarf.
I was just asking if you were a dwarf because you're very dwarf
I'm
coded.
actually 6'1",
Okay.
It's above average, man. It's above average.
especially for dwarfs.
Yeah.
Are you guys wanting to do anything else?
So I'm not feeling like wriggling inside or anything like. No, this is all good. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Excellent. Time to go back to sleep. I hope
I'm in danger.
that, all of the salt and fennel on your moustache works. I'm sorry you went through such a horrible experience.
Do you still have the ability to say "I"? Or is he saying "we"?
Yeah, you're still saying aye.
He's still
If
saying
he's talking normal, like he's talking
I'm
exactly
very
as you
pleased.
expect Oleander to.
Alright, that's
when-
fine.
Okay.
How acute are like your oral tongue sensations in terms of like when you felt the slug explode in your mouth and the splinters? Like, could you tell what sort of wood those splinters were made of, or I don't know, how much wood have you eaten in your life? Do you think?
Oh.
I mean, I think probably.
Or was it just splinter-like
Yeah, just sort of like more. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I would.
Was it wood?
Yeah.
But when crafting, I would often use like my mouth as a third.
Well, this is what I was imagining.
Right.
So
That's why.
swallowing.
Of course.
But
Do you know the only reason I thought you were a dwarf was because I was imagining the splinters in your mouth and you being like, "Oh yeah, right, I eat wood."
yeah, that's a fine
As
mahogany.
dwarves do.
Yeah, all dwarves, big fan.
Famously
Famously-
big wood eaters.
Dwarves, beavers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
chewing them. They get a nice chewy bit of teeth,
Bark.
and they go. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So did I recognise the kind of woods?
no.
No. Okay.
I mean, you can really roll if you want, but no.
It's gonna be in
Well, Oleander, I'm pretty unsettled, to say the least.
Yes. Well, I can understand that. It's
I-
most of we should keep this, and we can maybe examine it further in the morning.
Of course. Can you just put it in a bottle for me?
Yes. Yes, we'll
And,
do it. We'll put it
use
to
your-
something.
Use your supplies. And should we warn the others, or is this a kind of leave it till the morning kind
Yes.
of situation?
Just a slug, right?
It's just a slug.
Yeah.
They say you eat up to 8 spiders while you're asleep in your lifetime. So what's a slug between friends?
Well,
yeah.
quite right. You swallow a slug to eat the spider, and
Well, if you see any spiders, bottle them for us as
yes,
well. And
no,
we can-
we'll do that.
Great.
Okay. Well, yes. Well, I hope you managed to get back to sleep. Okay. We've got a lot of investigation to do tomorrow, so we need to be on it. And
Apologies for waking.
no. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
Well,
So I've got a question. Does he have to do an acrobatics check to sleep perfectly still to make sure he doesn't roll over and glue himself to the pillow?
Just a dusting of salt.
I think the
have to
salt
slow.
will fall as well.
Yeah.
The salt will go everywhere. Yeah, sleep like a statue.
Nice.
Housekeeping.
Solid.
Famously.
Famous.
That's it.
So,
Or-
As all dwarves do. I was
as
thinking about beavers.
Sorry.
I was going to
thinking
speak
about
to
beavers.
Same thing. Yeah.
My bad.
oh, that's actually not. That's not. Let's
Dwarves,
switch
the
that.
beavers of the fantasy world.
Kind of, to be honest.
What else? Cats.
Platypus?
Yeah, platypus. Definitely, obviously, platypus.
So, as you guys kind of head off to sleep for the night, all of you in your different rooms, Oleander, Bo, and Gus. Gus, do you normally dream?
No.
Well, tonight you dream. As you kind of fall asleep, you kind of the sort of stench and sort of earthiness of the marsh all sort of starts to fade away. The cold of this part of the world, it kind of drifts off like a mist, and you open your eyes to somewhere that just feels ancient, more like a memory or a dream. You're standing barefoot in a shallow, mirror-still sea that stretches endlessly in all directions.
Wait, this is a dream. Right, okay.
Yeah, I guess you are just your normal feet, because I presume you don't wear shoes, but yeah. But this is a dream. And the sky above is this kind of boundless twilight. It's sort of deep purpley colours, indigos, blues, that kind of escape to it. With the kind of like that sort of Northern Lights style. It wouldn't be the Northern Lights here, but kind of cutting across the sky, those green kind of waves and lines. Some stars, but no moon. And all kind of perfectly mirrored in this still water below. As you look around you, you do see translucent, gently kind of glowing silhouettes with a kind of soft violet hue. That is how you see yourself when you look at your own self, and you recognize each other and Phineas as well in this space. But you can't speak, you can't talk in it. You might want to, you try to use your voice, but it just doesn't come about. You notice that connected to you, there is this spectral vine that just weaves its way over the top of the water, all the way to this absolutely immense, humongous, solitary tree that is the only physical thing you can see outside of this sort of plateau of water and the stars above. It's bone white, perfectly smooth, but with these very faint silvery and kind of golden weaves that kind of sort of crisscross around it. Looks a little bit like kind of driftwood caught in the moonlight. Its branches just seem impossibly high, reaching out in all kinds of directions. And there's a real sense of kind of peace, of calm. This is not a stressful place. It's a tranquil place. It's a calm place. Is there anything you would want to do in this moment as you kind of, in this dreamlike state, find yourself there?
Are the branches bare, or are they have leaves and things?
There are blossoms on the branches.
I will go towards the tree.
You can gently make your way towards it. It is very far away at present. And as though you start moving towards it, it just doesn't seem to get any closer. You walk, and each step, there are no ripples that come out. It's like you're walking perfectly on top of the water. Nothing kind of, but you keep moving towards it, it gets no closer to you.
Can I reach down into the water and see if I feel any sensation of, if not roots, just sort of connection with the tree?
So there is this sort of spectral vine that comes out from you and connects. Yeah, you can put your hand into the water though. It just goes down into more water. Like, just keeps on going down, essentially. There is an ocean below you, but a still one.
I'm going to try, and obviously it's a spectral vine, but I don't think my guy would really realise that Bo's not the smartest. I'm going to try, like, detach myself. So I'm trying to, like, you can see it almost an exasperated image, because obviously you don't see his Bo himself, but trying to pull away, I assume something that can't get pulled away.
Roll me, I guess, wisdom. Maybe save, I guess.
That'll be 9.
9. It's almost like this flow of the branch becomes you and you become the branch. There's no obvious attachment point to detach from, and it's kind of more ethereal nature. You just can't really, like, physically, as much as you try, remove it.
This is like attaching each of us to the tree.
Yeah.
Are we also attached to each other?
No.
And is there anyone else around?
There are other figures with the faint light that you can see in the distance closer to the tree, but none immediately around you other than yourselves.
Are there any sounds happening?
So as you listen, you hear just this beautiful wordless melody, this humming sound that is coming from the tree. There's a hint of sorrow to it. There's this hint of memory. It's musical. And you feel something in you stirring to the song that it's singing.
Thinking back to the original dream that we all shared, because many of us discussed it together, was the moon visible in that dream? Because I remember us discussing the differences in the world then compared to now. Was the moon visible then? Because if it's not in both, it would suggest this is an older time. Or
I don't think there was. No, I don't think you would have seen a moon back then.
Okay.
That was for anyone watching on a kind of pre-recorded episode. But
oh yeah, sorry.
when we did a sort of session 0 together. So yeah, but I don't think you saw a moon.
Wait, no, was that not? That was when we were exploring. Wasn't
was it? Sorry, was that the? Are you talking about the standing stones, or are you talking about?
Oh no. Yeah, we did it before.
You're talking
all
about
that. Sorry, yeah.
Session 0.
Sorry, yeah. So I think in Section 0, I don't think we saw a moon in the sky when everything happened. I'm not going into the depths of that. But,
yeah. Roll me perception checks as well, if you wish.
It's pretty point. I don't think we actually ever discussed that.
5.
10. Sorry, 12 even.
What was it, sorry?
Perception.
13.
So the pair of you would notice at the base of the tree, you can just make out this kind of small figure. They look quite tall relatively, but in comparison to the tree, they're quite small. Hooded in some kind of robes, kind of just gently sort of walking round the edges of the tree. They seem calm, they seem still, they're not holding any weapons that you can see, they don't make any demands, they just kind of watch on in a rather almost inviting way. It's almost that they're beckoning you closer to the tree. And as the kind of blossoms that are on the tree sway, you hear this voice which kind of comes from everywhere and nowhere specific around you. It has a kind of young and old, it has a familiar and an alien feel to it. It's kind of all at once. It's like a chorus in a way that speaks very gently and says, "We remember you. We remember you. You used to sing." And with that, you wake up. It's the morning.
I'm never drinking that batch of moonshine again. Phineas? So I wake up and he's gone.
You see a note on Phineas's bed. It's one that you've seen many times before. Got business.
Boy.
Be back soon.
I
Exo.
literally just put it straight in the bin because I know. So, that boy can't stay more than a day. And we're going to head straight downstairs to get something to drink without even thinking of the dream that I just had.
That's fair.
Did we properly rest?
Yeah, that is a long rest, though. It counts as a long rest, so everyone take a long rest.
Actually, oh no, I did get actually massively hurt the last session. Never mind.
I think this spell slots, baby.
So is everyone else coming down, or are you thinking about your dream? Or lack thereof, I suppose.
Did I dream?
No. Well, you had normal dreams. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what does Dole and maybe I shouldn't ask that question.
I was frolicking.
Yeah. Just skipping
Back
through.
it broke my heart.
Yeah.
Before you
Over the
finish,
marker. Just
Over the backer.
it might be cheeky in retrospect, but I was going to ask if I could try and touch the vine, the spectral vine, and cast Identify. Like, maybe that doesn't really work in this context, but...
don't know if you could have in the dream world. No.
Okay.
I think also Identify is on an object,
Yeah.
whereas that would be like a living thing.
So it says if you instead touch a creature
Okay.
throughout the casting, you learn ongoing spells, if any, are affecting it.
I
Which
don't think
probably
so.
isn't
You
relevant.
wouldn't have had, none of you had your weapons on you, so you
Right.
wouldn't have your spell casting focus
Yeah.
on you either to be able to cast spells, afraid. So,
Fair dues.
And you were naked. You didn't mention that.
We had bare feet.
Purple silhouettes.
I'm usually...
But also, it takes a minute, and also there's a lot of stuff you need to do with it. So, like, I'm sure whatever it was, we didn't realise and kick you out.
I think it's canon that we have to be naked once every episode.
Once every episode,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I go downstairs naked. There we go. Sorry.
Right, we're in.
Let's go.
Just poo bearing it. You got a top hat.
I
It's
lift
that
my
waistcoat.
kilt and
A little waistcoat.
That's it. So, I need to let everything else air out.
It's done up
Switching
before.
off the light.
Oh,
will it?
that light's in.
Ding.
Oh, it's back. Did you get any ball?
Don't know.
Magic.
Might just need to leave it.
The man called.
No.
As you go downstairs, Marta, the kind of halfling who was like, "Oh, welcome, honey. Good to see you. What would you like today? Can you get some breakfast?"
I think I'll have my usual. And for some reason, that word doesn't make sense because I've not been here. But I think
No
it's,
problem
in
whatsoever.
my
And
mind,
she
it makes
just
sense.
wanders off into the kitchen and brings you. What would a good breakfast be in Bo's mind?
Oh, that's a good question. I think a plate, a couple of eggs. These is the staple of every breakfast. So eggs, maybe some cooked tomatoes, and then some form of meat. Doesn't really matter what sort of meat that would
thick
be.
cut bacon
But-
maybe or something.
Oh yeah,
There you
definitely.
go. Brings it out to you.
A big chunk of
pops it
bread
down.
as well.
Yeah.
You are just perfect, dear. And I just start tucking into it as if this is like my regular daily thing.
I would also take my usual, please.
Oh, I think I've forgotten that. What would you normally? What would you normally have?
Oh no.
Well,
No, no.
yes, some people make more of an impression than others.
He is a rather handsome young halfling.
Oh, you know it, dear.
Well,
I'm still poo bearing it, by the way.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess. I'll just take the same.
No problem. And she'll go get you a similar.
Was the last of their eggs, last of their bacon.
No,
I think you misheard me. I'll have all your bacon. You guys all down, or is it just
Yeah, I think.
just
Well,
two of us?
we wake up in the same room. Would you mention anything? Do you think, or were you just?
I think my mind is still swimming from the concept of a dream.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Gus is a visual, like Gus can't visualize things in general. Like
Right.
His creator maybe put like a mobile, like a baby's mobile of just like spinning shapes and colors, a sort of golden wheel that spins above his mind as he sits there and quote unquote sleeps.
I think like a rebooting thing.
Yeah, that sort of
A
thing
loading
if you were to see it from the outside, but for him it's just like a calming wheel of shapes and colors that
Yeah.
he sees every night.
Well, yeah.
And
But you're on mobile.
yeah.
Cool.
And this is like something he doesn't
Yeah.
comprehend.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's still processing it as
Okay.
he wakes up, for sure.
All right. I'm gonna go down and get some breakfast. You good? You coming?
I will be down shortly.
All right. I'll save you a seat. And I go down and join you guys, and probably just ask. Oh, that looks really good. Can I have one of these as well? You got enough?
No problem, honey. We'll get you that right away.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. How is it?
It tastes better than my midnight snack.
Midnight snack? Did you come down for a little? What did you?
No, it came to me actually. I was just
What?
lying peacefully in my bed, and I had to bite off a slug that was in my mouth.
A slug? That's disgusting.
It was. Luckily, he had some good mouthwash.
You're gonna have to ring our door with salt or something.
Yeah, I just washed my mouth out. It just spat it out. And what was
my
it? The
goodness.
mouthwash. I could do with some more of that actually.
Well, I spent a lot of time making it, and it's probably for other purposes. But the important thing, I think, is that this creature is, I think, very large. Maybe a dire slug or something of the sort. I don't know if they're. Maybe speak to somebody, see if they're common around here. But I've got the two pieces.
Gives me second thoughts about staying in this place. I wonder if we should find some other accommodations or something.
I'm sure it's a one-off, but
I think this place is perfect. Like, they got the best food. The bed was super comfortable. I slept like a baby.
I'm
Had
not
the
sure
best
there's,
dream I've ever had in my entire life. There's nothing better.
I just don't like the idea of slugs.
I was
Getting up
distinctly
in your bed.
uncomfortable.
I had a
actually.
very vivid dream last night as well.
You were in my dream.
You were in my dream. And
The tree.
Stephen.
Yeah, I start making my way down. It says Gus. Gus is fine.
Not Stephen.
Frank, James.
Yeah, Gus, it was Steve, and then it's
It
right.
was
It
Steve.
changed to
Okay.
Sorry, Angus.
Fergus.
It was
Fergus.
it was a particularly strange dream because we were connected to some massive tree. It was like quite wide and scary, actually, like across the sea.
And a large white tree.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there's some creatures at the foot of it.
Couldn't quite see them in detail.
Is this the same as your?
I have never dreamed before.
I thought you said you had a dream still. No, okay.
Yes.
But it was strange that the fields were in
I
it, so
have
I'd
a
assumed.
dream. I have never had a dream
You've never had a dream before?
that made me think that something
That is very
Not-
peculiar. Did the two of you have
not above
similar?
the board.
No, I didn't have anything. Just kind of normal. I don't really remember what I dreamed.
I was just frolicking as usual, actually, but it sounds like the god Cruvor could be trying to contact you if it was a nature-based dream with a tree. What is it you mainlanders call our god?
Everyone.
Ferroin, aye, we call him Cruvor. It slips off the tongue much better. We actually have a much deeper connection to him. But anyway, could you think it was that?
Yeah.
Well, it could be anything. I don't know. Just
The
try.
three of you roll me a religion check.
Yeah, totally.
-1. Let's go. 10.
Right.
Ooh.
Minus one.
Yeah.
There are some crazy rolls today.
It's
To
Ferroin.
bend that dice. What's going on? About?
Yeah.
You take a rest for a while.
Unfortunately, he actually hit my dice into a really good roll, which is
What
unfortunate.
was yours? Yeah. What
Oh, it
was
was
the
11.
roll?
It was 11. It would have become 20, actually, 19 if he actually had it right.
I'll allow it.
But it was,
that's fine.
it was
That was
11,
divine
so...
intervention.
I will allow it.
Ah, nice, okay.
Fine, I don't
So it's
care.
his God working through him
Yeah,
to
that's
connect
it.
to me. So that's
The mention of Ferrowen, it's like you don't know much about gods.
Yeah.
And you're not even entirely certain who Ferrowen is.
Yeah,
And it definitely wasn't a god you were speaking to.
yeah.
But but
There's a little something. So
it's not nothing.
just a little bit from my own information. I was going to do an accent. There's no point in speaking to you. Was the people that are at the bottom of the tree? Would that be? If obviously you can't see who it is. Would that be 20 people, 100 people, 1,000 people? If you're getting a rough number, not exact number, but if I'm trying to think back.
It's in various stages ahead of you. Those ones closer to the tree, no more than 100. Like
Okay, so they're not at
figures.
the tree. They're on the way. They're
Some
somewhere
were
between us
they're in
and them.
various
Yeah.
stages of closeness
okay.
to the tree.
Well, there was different groups almost getting closer to the tree. A group in front of us of about 100. It might have been a god. It doesn't feel like a holy dream. I'm not really sure where I stand in the whole religion thing, but there's something to it. Something that I've not really seen just by exploring the world. Something a bit more divine.
I think the creatures there were hooded.
You didn't see, did you? So they saw the pair of them. I think saw the
Yeah.
actual hooded figure in front of the tree.
Ah,
They were distinct from the figures that were like the kind of more spectral ones that were making their way
sorry.
towards it. So yeah, sorry to
Perhaps-
clarify that the slight
Perhaps
distinction.
at the tree there was a guy at it. There was maybe like a gardener of sorts. It seemed to be going round and like.
You're very small, so you can
Yeah.
only make out like a very kind of faint distance.
But I imagine if they're like by the tree walking around it, acting different, then maybe they're a gardener of sorts. So this is me making my own connotations, by the way. So no. It was a very strange one, and this is strange. We shared a dream like before we got here. We shared a dream here, and we've shared a dream before that as well.
I do my best to try and recall the tune of what was being hummed. Am I able to do that?
Yeah, you can give me, what would that be? Maybe
Performance?
either performance or intelligence, or like a kind of investigation, maybe like a kind of your act. So
Can I
you can
go
either
mine?
go smarts or charisma, whichever you'd rather.
I could give you advantage of performance because like I do actually have like a musical background, even though I only play the. But you know,
Yeah, you
like,
play it so well.
But the thing is, I actually generally do have a feat that actually give us like a benefit when I do it.
Because you play
So,
it so well.
I just play it so well we all get
Oh, that's a nat
Restful.
20.
Good timing.
Nat
Wow.
20. Nice, there we go.
I was going with performance.
Yeah.
Hey,
you can
there we go.
definitely you can recreate the tune without too much difficulty, or at least the kind of core
Yeah.
hum of it.
I hand over my bottle.
And I just...
Man, he plays that so
So
perfect.
I'm wondering if maybe people around here would recognise that tune. Maybe we've picked up something, you know, if we've all had the same dream, maybe it's
yeah.
because we've recognised something.
As Oleander hums the tune, there's this brief moment for the pair of you where all three of you feel this sense of peace. Just there's a stillness to it, but the hum, it's coming from Oleander, but it's also in your mind for just a second.
The hooded figure, were they too far away to get a discernible gender?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
they were
it could
like
have been
really like we're talking hundreds of meters. Like the
Yeah.
tree was maybe like a mile away from you, and this figure's like you're just making out the kind of general shape and
So
feel of
it
this
could have
figure.
been a mister, or it could have
Yeah,
been
could be a
like
whole bunch, yeah.
mistress.
Yes,
of
easily,
silence,
yes,
for example.
It would
There's
even
a
have
whole
like a
yeah.
size because it's just small in the tree, which everyone would be small in the tree. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that tune doesn't sound particularly discernible or interesting to me.
I've never heard it before.
No, it sounds pretty average,
No idea.
actually. And as you say yourself, you're pretty useless with religion, so
That
if my god was trying to reach you, I would definitely know about it.
that was vibrating in my brain.
And they did say, his voice said something about you used to sing. Do you remember? They said something.
Yes.
We
I'm not
remember
really the
you.
best singer, but
You used to sing.
no, when you
wonder.
when you played it there was a sense of peace in my heart. I annoyed by his statement.
Shall
He would mean it.
Shall we
It's a
try
powerful
and
effect.
harmonize?
I go on, sing.
We're all
Alright.
going to sing it together.
Roll me performance checks for each of you.
Can I retain my existing?
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you keep
Can't
your
remember what I said.
existing, but yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. The pair of you roll me some performance. So.
Well, yeah, what's free?
Imagine that's what you had.
Fair use.
That's what you had to do to get him to sing. Don't stop like my journey.
Where's my...
You're just swaying and you just.
Amazing.
So I've got...
I got a nat 1.
Whoa!
That's devastating.
You have a terrible voice.
It's not terrible. It's just
It's
that's
a nat
how
1 for an
you
8.
know.
So I'm going to use my musical background.
Plus 7.
Yeah, still plus 7. You still
Yeah,
have it.
officially, you don't really crit fail on ability checks. It's more, yeah.
Unless you want
Sorry,
Unless
I'm
you
not
choose
sure
it.
for you're sorry.
Did you save those for yourself?
It's just like we're singing, and just like
20...
Did I?
23.
Did I actually? I don't remember doing that.
So it maybe so the pair of you click on it immediately. It takes a little bit longer for Gus. Maybe I'm not sure how used to humming Gus is, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it just takes a little bit of getting in, but once you just hit in sync, like they are perfectly harmonizing this melody together. Like no practice, apparently not knowing it before, and are just it's almost quite moving how well they hum it together, but also quite weird.
Guys, we need to
Okay.
start a band.
Okay, something's going on here.
Old Town Gap.
Is there anyone nearby who looks like they might recognise the tune? Like anybody being...
There's not, so
No.
it's pretty deserted at the minute. Like Martha's already, she's off pottering around the kitchen. There's not really anyone. You guys are the only people staying in the inn at the minute.
Okay.
So there's not really anyone
Performance in the
obviously
village square
about.
later. something like that.
Well, where they got like a 23 and a butt. Yeah, it's going on.
Do you know, I didn't think much of that tune, but that was a real polished third, guys. You've done a good job with that.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, but how did they manage to do it? That's
We are a quartet.
There's
but we're
some
missing
sort of
things.
there's some sort of external force here. Because I mean, this is crazy that this is the first time you've ever dreamed. That can't be an accident. That's not just someone's flicked a switch. That's some sort of outside force is connecting you guys in this way.
that is what
And
I-
we don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, you guys said that you felt some sort of peace. That's encouraging, but I don't know.
Also, my sort of digestive and all the sorts of I don't know biological things that are happening within your bodies, that is not really the same.
Yeah.
So the sort of ingesting some sort of biological slug or snail or octopus or any of those sort of wriggly wet things, that is very disgusting and alarming. And
So, just wondering, how did you make that connection? Because we've not discussed that yet as a group.
what?
What?
We know that he bit off a slug. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, is that what not we were all talking about?
I don't think
You're-
we were there yet.
I
was
don't
them.
anticipate.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I was just having a crazy imagination for a second.
No, because the only one who had a slug in his mouth didn't have the dream, so they can't be connected.
I think that must
You're
be
absolutely right. They
Yes.
must be completely irrelevant.
Now, I think we were going to go to Grumble Hollow today, but I'm wondering, before we set off, would it be worth speaking to maybe Elspeth Morn at the hatchery? Maybe she knows something about this creature, and perhaps somebody could go to the chapel, Mora Dunn, and ask about our dreams, if there's anything that of resonance to the
Yeah,
Mistress
maybe
of
it's
Silence.
a common thing here for
Yeah,
travelers
yes.
to come in and have these
Seems a bit
dreams.
peculiar.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Brass Lanterns will want to know all about it.
Oh yeah.
Question:
For sure.
So, as the background musician, I get to play an encouraging song after the end of a short or long rest, and it gives people up to my proficiency a bonus, the ability to get a heroic inspiration. Could I give that to the two of them as part of the song?
I'll let you.
So,
Yeah,
'cause
it's
they're
just not-
resonating
it's just
with
after
it,
a long
like-
rest. I think
Yeah,
it's totally fine.
so I'm thinking I can make tie in. I was having a look
Yeah.
up because I've not
No, go
used
for
it yet. So, thinking
What's the
Is that a
difference between
reroll?
heroic inspiration and regular inspiration?
I think they're all just called.
It's just inspiration.
Yeah, just inspiration.
Yeah.
You basically have a. You can at
But
your
I don't
choice
think you have more
give
than
an
one.
advantage.
Is it
to
just
yourself.
one? You're allowed it. So like,
Yeah,
if you already
you
had the
can't-
tea, then I think that.
You can't stack them. So,
Yeah.
Do you still have inspiration from the
I
team?
think you
No,
guys.
I think I used it.
You guys
Must have
also
used
both get a bardic
Yeah, I think
Nice.
Boom boom. Bardics
Is
are
it
D8.
for an hour. D6.
Nice.
So you guys have inspiration and the bardic.
Yeah, we're totally happy with this. So
I wish I ate that damn slug.
part of the gang. That's it. So.
Good vibes.
Give it a forte.
I'm gonna buy them in the house.
It's still here. If you want a piece.
I think it's dead.
Okay.
Again, I think we probably need that connection. That's the point. So,
Sweet.
so we're going to have to that woman we met before, isn't it? So it's going to speak.
I don't think we have
No,
met her
No,
before.
we've not
Well,
met.
we
Been to
do
the
know-
chapel, you haven't been
Been
to
to
the
the
hatchery.
chapel.
We've not
God,
been
it
to
was-
the Elspeth at the
Going to the
hatchery.
hatchery instead. Sorry, yeah.
Who went into the chapel? It was.
Oh, yeah.
Was it us three or was it?
It
Or
was.
was
It was you three
Yeah,
because we,
all have.
me, you, and John spoke about other things more
Did we go
nefarious.
to the chapel?
Yeah.
The dream, and Will spoke about breaking into that place.
Yep,
So-
yep.
Also, we
Aye.
can remember what we found in that place. So, because we kind of didn't fully explain it, and John was the one that didn't notice.
Considering you're a botanist, but you can't identify a slug, I feel like we have to look for outside help.
Okay. Let me explain to you what botany means. First.
It's involving slugs, I imagine.
Not so much. But yes, listen, let's go and speak to Moira.
Are slugs not part of botany because they like eat plants and flowers and stuff?
Are you going to the hatchery or are you going to the chapel?
I think there's a connection.
Elspeth's at the.
Yeah,
at
we
the
haven't been to the hatchery yet. I
hatchery.
think we should go to the
Moira's at the
Slight.
chapel.
Yeah, yeah.
Get to the hatchery,
Hatchery?
first, I think.
Checks out. I'm glad you're seeing sense, Bo.
We get it. Yeah, we get it.
You must have missed a day at
Some
botany.
some people think they're so smart they don't get the common links.
Exactly.
Sweet. So you can make your way out towards the hatchery. As you get close, you see there's these kind of glowing threads of silk that hang from like branches of like some of the trees and such like that surround it, almost a bit strung like kind of lanterns for festival. And fluttering round, there are these huge moths, like they're the size of a dinner plate. They're absolutely massive, quite lazily kind of fluttering around, but their wings shimmer with this iridescent kind of pattern to them. It's quite a kind of peaceful place. It's in the midst of a kind of clearing, so it's slightly out of town. Kind of there's a bit more of a wood round it, which there's not much woods. It's like in this sort of area, but it's been kind of planted around it, and sort of all these sort of like there's a lot of these kind of, is it chrysalists? Is that, I think that's the right term? Kind of hanging up and such like. And you see this dwarven woman who's just pottering around, sort of doing stuff. She looks quite stoic. Kind of her hands just sort of permanently stained green from kind of like all the different things that she's been like digging around and moving in plants and stuff she's dealing with. So.
Whoa, whoa! Oh, these things are give me the heebie-jeebies. Get them away from me.
Well, don't worry, darling. They won't do you any harm. That's fine. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, all right, all
the
right.
moths are fine.
Not worried about harm. I'm just don't want to touch them.
Please forgive my companion. Elspeth, is it?
Yeah. That's me. Hello, you're the new folk in town. Right?
Yes, Oleander. These are my
Oleander,
companions.
Elspeth. Yeah, lovely to meet
I'll
you.
allow them to introduce themselves.
Bo, nice to meet you. I'm
Pleasure,
more
Bo.
distracted by the creatures up here. They're
They are
simply
beautiful,
stunning.
aren't they?
While they're doing the conversation, I'm going to try to see if I can not make one of them, but like make one of my spirit beasts be looking like one of these sort of things. So one of the beasts of the air.
Yeah, you
I
can
think they're
do that,
enthralling me, especially with what's
That's
going
no
on.
worries. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I am Dole. I am the rightful heir to the Lord of the Mukmahar Isles, and I am also an affiliate of the Brass Lanterns. We are here on business.
Well, I've got no idea where that is, but it's lovely to have you here. Welcome, Dole. Welcome to the little glade.
Thank you very much. That is appropriate. Thank you. As you were saying, Oleander.
Yes, I wonder if you might help us. We've come across this creature here and produce it. And it's just rather different to the types of slugs and so on that we get
Yeah,
here.
that
So I wonder if
is-
you might recognise it.
That is, it's an unusual looking slug.
The teeth mark are mine.
You've really bit it in half, haven't you?
Do you see that with a
wow.
big smile? they're big.
They're mine.
I can't say that I've seen much like much. I mean, we get slugs. It's a bit big for a slug.
That's what
And
I
as you
thought,
look a bit
yes.
closer, there is even very faint sort of just a slightly golden shimmer almost, particularly in the daylight that you'd see on it. But yeah,
Like the silk that you were talking about earlier.
so the silk is more silver, moonlight, iridescent. There's almost more of a golden sheen to it. There are, so you can see as you look around, so there are the obvious moths that are like the kind of chrysalists and such that are hanging out like these kind of lanterns around the trees. There are also some larvae that you can see too, which do not look like this. They are not the same
like
thing.
slug.
You can see that they're kind of wriggling larvae that are like the kind of pre.
They're more like caterpillar.
Yeah, more caterpillar.
Are these small, medium, or large creatures? Like obviously the babies will be small.
So the moths are they're pretty big. They're in the tiny to small range. They're probably still officially tiny, but on the absolute stretches of what tiny would be in terms of D&D terms. The like each stage gets a little bit small. Like the chrysalists are probably like, if you imagine the moth with its wings in, it's about that size.
I was just making sure I could ride one of these. Okay.
No, you're not. It's not.
We're not having a
rideable, I'm
blind.
afraid.
Oh, but
No.
it's not happening. Okay, got it.
It's like a dinner plate.
Oh no! If they're large, I can ride them. Small, I wouldn't be able to do. So small's fine anyway. So. Or normal, normal size is fine.
Wait, what were we actually investigating? There was was there people? What did that note say?
So we were.
Everyone's too happy.
Been a month.
Yeah,
But also
that was it, wasn't it?
Also, the previous team we think had gone out to Grumble's Hollow and then haven't.
Oh yeah.
And I think they came here before.
So there was a Brass Lantern team
Yes.
that you've got the report from like over a decade ago.
Yeah.
But there was this. You were in Tovrite's Trundle and you found the.
Well, they
note.
weren't Brass Lantern. It was
They were just
No,
another
they were just a
research team.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's the one at the Grove at the Grumble Hall.
Grumble's Hollow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Is there
Do
anything
you-
she can tell us about?
Should we ask
Grumble's
about
Hollow, then?
Torvrite. Oh yeah, Torvrite. I've not seen him in a while. Yeah. No, I'm not sure. He does disappear off to like kind of collect supplies.
We have a friend a
and that
lot
sort
like
of
that.
thing.
Yes. Just
She
disappears.
said I, not we.
Whoa.
No, my guys just know it's not correct.
He does disappear off from time to time. So yeah.
And is there anything we should know about Grumble's Hollow? We were thinking of taking a walk out there later on.
Grumble's Hollow. It's a kind of bit of the bog out there. It's some of the kids used to go out there when they're trying to get away from the town, and who knows what antics they get up to. But yeah. I can't say I know anything particularly special about it, I'm afraid.
Special about it. Hey, so do you want to tell us a little bit about your operation here for our report that we can take back to Eversmoke?
No problem. And she can give you. I wouldn't necessarily play it out, but she can give you the details
Yeah,
of
a little tour.
Yeah, a little tour around.
Oh, nice.
It's basically she raises and then she raises the moths and sort of feeds them and such. Like when they become moth form, that seems to be when there's a way of harvesting the sort of stuff that then is. There's a separate building which is called the Gliver Mill, which seems to turn whatever they harvest out of the moths. They don't kill them to do it, but they take sort of powder and things from it and turn it into sort of threads and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Cool.
Do they seem happy? Like, connect them with my kind of more natural.
Yeah. Roll me a maybe
Does
a
it seem
nature
like a
with
decent
advantage. I'll say give me nature with advantage.
And
Ooh.
can I roll an insight on her?
Yeah, you can roll me an insight on her.
12.
They seem pretty happy. Like they're well looked after. I mean, they're fairly simple creatures. They're not like they're not the kind of brightest. They're kind of happily flapping around, but they're well looked after. They don't seem to be killed in the process or anything like that. They're just there seems to be this way of kind of harvesting what they produce. But you're not getting any sign like that. They're kind of like. They could flutter away if they really wanted to. Like, there's not a net over this. Yeah, they basically seem to make home in this little grove of trees, essentially, and are looked after by
kind of mutually
Donnie her.
beneficial.
Yeah.
Can I use my Waykeeper's token to get advantage?
Yeah.
I've not been to this particular place now that you spoke about it already.
12.
12. Is there anything particularly you're trying to kind of discern from her?
So like we were
This is Holobrand.
we were paying attention to if people were like particularly like that note said like what was it sort of happy and not like themselves. I mean I wouldn't necessarily know what she's usually but
she seems she does seem fairly cheery.
Similar to other people in the town, like that same sort of demeanor.
Relatively so. Like she was a little bit forgetful with Tovrite, but kind of got there reasonably quickly. But yeah, she definitely was like her demeanor was fairly friendly, fairly pleasant.
Is this Elsbeth?
This is Elspeth. The hatch. Elspeth Morn.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's like probably at least middle aged for a dwarf, maybe kind of upper end of middle aged kind of vibes. There's probably some kind of greys and stuff going kind of through her hair, which is probably mainly a kind of sort of auburn color to it, but faded in sort of patches.
Are there other people here, like workers?
Not currently, but there are like quite a lot of wheelbarrows and different odds and ends. So you can imagine that maybe on busier seasons there are, but currently it just seems to be her that's kind of wandering around. Okay. But then, like the festival was also kind of yesterday, and as you guys were going through town, a lot of it was still the remnants were still up, but it's clear like the kind of celebration. The kind of bulk of it was over, so there may be a fair few people in their beds. This
right.
Day.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just a question. So the group that were actually going up to the what you call that place? The somewhere edge.
Oh yeah, Hollow.
Oh, did they say why they were exploring it fully, or were they just getting resources from you and going? Did they say why they were actually going up there? Asking her that.
Did they get resources from here?
What are you talking?
No.
Who?
That group. Did
they got resources from Torvid's. Torvid?
Tovrite.
I thought you said they came here though. Was that
no, I don't think so. We were just asking her if she knew Tovrite.
Yeah, yes, if she knew Tovrite or if she knew anything about the Hollow, but I don't. Yeah, there were.
Okay, well, I'll change my way. Word a minute. There was a group that travelled through here a while ago. I can't remember exactly how long that would be. They were going up towards that space. Do you know anything more about them? Did they come visit here, or did they go around the town? Or because there's not really much record of them leaving.
I'm trying to think. I've got a vague memory of like some kind of academic-y folks that were about, but that was some time ago. I couldn't even tell you exactly how long. It was a good wee while. A good maybe what are we talking? At least a month, maybe more, maybe a couple of months. So it's been a little while. We don't get many visitors, but they didn't really stay about town. They seemed like they kind of popped in, got some stuff, headed out. They weren't really bothered with us, at least not that I saw. I mean, I can't say I interacted with them all that much, or even at all, to be honest. I just saw them from a distance.
I don't think we're getting much from staying here. I think we should maybe head off unless somebody has another idea.
The silk that you sell, what is it useful for creating?
It has many magical properties.
Can it be used to make like instruments on a like lute or lyre?
I've not heard of people doing it with that, but I don't see why not. It is quite strong, so it's not impossible. You might need a fair craftsman for it, but
could I buy more than what you need to do it so that I can make a couple of mistakes?
No problem. I will say, I don't know, maybe like a gold.
Yeah.
For whatever you need, that should be enough.
I'm going to sort of store it away in my
glimmer.
bag.
Call it glimmer silk.
Glimmer silk.
Glimmer
silk.
She's also. It's quite clear she has no clue about how to make musical instruments. So how successful it will be is for stringing a guitar.
Well, I imagine it's a bit like spider silk, where it's quite strong. Yeah. So I imagine you can maybe make something that's maybe got a different type of musical element to it. So I've got a bit of a desire with that.
Yeah, fun.
I'm actually maybe going to speak to you about it later. So
I have carpenter tools proficiency.
What? Which is maybe what we need to.
I think so.
This Elsbeth
character.
Can I talk to her briefly about her knowledge of Fennel and Eldertwine?
What would you like to ask her about?
Well, specifically, if she is unaffected by this thing that's happening. Everyone being super nice and smiling, creepy and forgetful.
Are we going to like present that information to her?
Yeah, what are you actually asking her?
Elsbeth?
Gus? Is it?
Yes, that is very good. Well remembered. Fennel and Eldertwine. Quoi? C'est
Oh,
quoi?
the-
Je sais pas. Je sais quoi? Huh?
It's sometimes a bit of a what did you say, like a kind of old wives' tale. It'll keep stuff at bay. I can't say that I don't really know much about the place. Or are you looking for some or?
I was just wondering what specifically it would keep away.
Oh, I think it was just the monsters in the bog. Like it was just like one of those kind of.
What are the scariest bog monsters that you know of?
I've not seen much. Mainly just kind of big, big weasels.
Big weasels. So mostly mammalian. There are no little wet creatures.
I did hear about some what are they called? The one-eyed ones, the big and they're tall and they like stomp.
Cyclops.
Cyclops. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, I've heard about them. I've never encountered them myself, but like there's some. If you're off the road, there's some nefarious things out there.
Dangerous creatures they are. Dangerous creatures, definitely.
But also still have soul and morals, and shouldn't just be recklessly murdered and skinned alive, I think. Do you agree? Would you agree with that?
Well, just put it out there, it wasn't skinned alive.
No, well, let's just let the lady speak.
How do you feel about murdering children?
Well, you need
I
to
would
give
say
context.
not a fan.
You need context to the situation. The child was dancing around the corpse of people.
I was
to
not
eat
talking
them.
about anything specifically. I was just wondering.
You killed a dancing child.
I killed a
Who are you?
cyclops. I killed a cyclops. To
We are
clarify.
not associated with him.
Would you ever see a situation in which skinning a child's corpse is acceptable?
I don't
Sorry,
think.
again, context.
don't
It was a
think-
cyclops, and I did not skin
If
it.
the child snuck through a house that was protected by fennel and elder twine,
What
would
is?
you skin it?
Oh, what's going through your mind in this moment? What if you were to say a phrase or a sentence? What are you feeling in this moment?
Frustration.
Okay.
Is that enough, or do you want me to do something?
Give me a descriptor, like in your inner voice. What's your inner voice saying as they are mocking you for?
You know, they'd all look a lot better with an arrow in their hair. No, I'm not gonna.
The pair of you hear that in your heads.
Zut alors.
Not out loud, but just in your heads as he's getting frustrated. He doesn't say it. You can see that he doesn't say it.
It was just a cyclops that was trying to eat people.
All right. Let's
I'm
forget the
glad that you're-
Cyclops.
yeah,
Let's
you're-
forget the Cyclops for a minute.
Can I try and return the message? Like, just think about that and try and send a message back to Bo.
Give me like I don't know, like a wisdom
Oh, right, okay.
roll.
Like a wisdom saving throw.
Just a straight wisdom
Straight
roll.
wisdom
so
roll. Oh yeah, my wisdom's okay. 10.
you think really hard. Bo does not seem to respond.
Okay, let's get back to these bog monsters. I know they don't exist, whatever. Is there any sort of myths, like, descripting a sort of creature that it might be? Or any sort of, like, more specific in the folklore of this area?
I can't say that I'm much of a expert in the folklore. I just tend to look after the moths, if I'm honest.
Yep.
I born here, lived here all my life. I
Don't remember any stories from
just
your
don't wander
childhood?
out. Nothing special, no. Yeah, the creatures you might find out in the wilds, but
No. Okay, if there's no description, then some sort of phrase in the old story that was passed down.
I'm not. I don't really know what you're looking for. If I'm honest.
That's all right. No worries.
I don't think I'm the best expert on the fairy tales and all that stuff.
Say there was some particularly strong, brave, and handsome adventurers that were looking to find out where these creatures could come from. An epicenter, you could say.
Of bog monsters.
Aye.
Like they're
Where do they
most
come
of them are
from?
fables to scare kids. Like in a book.
Is there a library?
No, we're not really, folks will have some books, but
We don't really keep libraries. It's not really a thing.
You said you are not the foremost expert on such matters. Was there a name that came to mind when you said this?
Um,
Do you think Mora at the chapel might know something?
I guess.
Why
I mean,
would you
she's
put
more
words
more
in
faith?
that?
You go to her more for faith rather than fairy tales. But
Is there a sort of guide in town? Someone who would take people that want to explore beyond, take people from place to place safely, like a guard, a guide, something like that.
honey, I think you're being a bit optimistic with how many tourists come out this place. There's not enough coming through for guides.
Well, you may even have to protect like people going to get the supplies for their shops. But yeah, no, it's fair. We're asking too big a question for you because at the end of the day, you said you just work in the hatchery. Like you're going to know all the information we have. Can we just get a tour of your place?
I think we just had
show
the
us
tour.
round.
I think we just had the tour.
You guys did have a tour earlier on, didn't you? That was one of the things. that
You
we
want
did.
a second
I
tour?
showed you around and explained stuff.
We just enjoyed it so much.
Can you show us like the hatching process, like Jurassic Park style?
Roll me a persuasion, because she has already sort of shown you round, and you're kind of keeping up with her work.
Seconds.
No, wait. I'll help you with that.
I swear to God,
Is that professional? I was going to say it.
I really do have work to be kind of getting back to. It's been lovely to chat with y'all, but yeah.
Do you consider Arlo Bryn the foremost expert on such matters?
Say that one more time.
Arlo Bryn.
Arlo Bryn.
At the
Delete
Glimmer
Arlo
Mill.
Yeah,
What was it?
the Glimmer
sorry,
guy.
I've just forgotten the name.
That's Harlow Brain.
Oh yeah, Harlow.
That
As
is
he
what I
said.
said.
It's a silent H. It's a silent H.
Hold it silent there.
Harlow, he's good at manufacturing the.
I'm really trying to search for some names that we can seek out.
To be honest, guys, I think maybe we just head to Grumble Hollow and just see what we can find. I don't know how much talking to more folks in the town's gonna help us.
I actually think
No
you
one
might be
seems
on
to know
something. See
anything.
if you follow this line of inquiry for several more minutes. Bo, can I speak to you?
Yeah, I want to speak to you too, actually.
Well, I mean, mine might be more pressing at the current moment. I was planning on doing it myself, but
Yeah, I think we're out of earshot.
Yeah.
Clarify, we're not saying this.
we're
right
letting
next
him
to-
lead.
Oh,
Roll me a stealth check just to see how out of earshot you are.
21.
Can I
Both
be-
of you.
can I be
No,
promoted?
it's a
Can
group
I-
one for the pair of you.
Can that? Yep. That's a 5.
Okay.
This is
The,
gonna hear
the
half
folks
this
are still
conversation.
speaking with her can tell that she is still glancing over, like she can hear you're not being very. She maybe can't hear what Bo is
She
saying.
needs to be actively listening to his.
Elsbeth, do you remember the last time you had a dream?
Last night, I think.
And was it of a big tree?
No, I don't think so.
Do you remember what it was about?
I don't.
Focus on me.
Anyway, is there any? What I want to find is this creature might
Did
not
you
be.
have a dream about a tree?
That is neither here nor there, but if you're asking, yes, I did have a dream about a tree, which was quite bizarre.
Was it like a dream about yourself?
Do you consider yourself to be a religious person?
I mean, like all folks, I'll follow the gods. So I don't know if I'm the most
Anyone in
religious.
particular that takes the form of a tree or a hooded person?
Oh yeah.
Focus on me. Do not get distracted by whatever is
Well,
happening.
So while she's engrossed in that conversation, like incapable of thinking of anything else. So basically, we've seen all of the wildlife there is to see, the flora and fauna in this hatchery.
Aye.
But could there be places hidden behind different walls and foliage where they keep maybe something a bit more akin to what Oleander has in his pockets?
What does Oleander have in his pockets?
A big slug.
Oh, the slug thing. Yeah, of course, the slug.
Sorry,
You want me to go around and look for slugs?
Well, just anywhere that feels like they might not want us to see it.
All right, I'll see what I can do. While I'm away, unless I get maybe caught and put in jail or whatever, can you make like we'll discuss it later. And I'm gonna start heading off. Like I'm just sick of this place. I'm gonna head off.
That's a long way to leave.
Gus, earlier on, when we were talking about the Cyclops.
Focus.
Yes, just a second. Did you hear something in like Bo's thoughts?
Oh wait,
Was it to put
ignore
the arrow
this. This is private
and
correspondence.
arrow in our heads? Did you hear that?
I did.
Most peculiar.
It sounded like you wanted to murder us.
I know, we better be careful. But also,
Just wait, what, the little lad that ran off, he's wanting to murder you.
Sorry, this is not something that you should be paying attention to.
I'm sure
I
he
heard
was.
the big burly one was talking about some kind of. He's not going to come back and. Do I need to get somebody here?
Did
What's-
you hear something about an arrow?
No, I don't have no arrow.
Okay,
What are you talking about? You heard something in your heads?
Yes.
Excuse us, ma'am. I think. Thank you so much for the tour. Are we? I guess we. Yeah.
I'm going to get back to
heading
my
off?
moths.
Yes.
They're a bit more
do
normal.
give them our regards.
I have no idea where you're going.
I'm sure Bo's just headed out already. I'm sure he's gone. I'm sure we'll all head off together.
He's definitely not here anymore.
I cannot belabor the point enough.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That roll was okay.
That one was nice. That was a nice one.
Okay, I hear you. I mean, I've showed you around the whole. Okay, lovely to.
Why would
What
you
is up with
say
these-
I am not the foremost expert in something unless you are thinking that is the foremost expert in something? The concept of expertise is devoid of personage to yourself. I do not understand this.
I'm sorry if I confused you. I was more meaning that I'm just.
You said
I
I am not the foremost expert. That is a figure in your brain. That is a person.
I'm not, but I did then follow that up, I think, with something along the lines of I'm not the foremost expert in fairy tales, like kid stories.
Give us something to work with. I will
Is-
take
in this-
any foremost expert in any field. Anything.
What he's asking is there an expert in kids' stories here? That's what he's asking.
We don't have an expert in kid stories in the town, no. Is that a big city thing? Have you got, like, experts in fairy tales?
Well, thank you so much for your hospitality here. I think we'll be taking our leave, and thank you again for showing us the silks. We've got the reports that we need. Perfect.
Elspeth, I can't stress enough the fantastic work that you're doing, and that we have all left, and we're all just we're all just really happy. Continue to do the Lord's work. I'm very grateful.
Are you saying it like
very
that?
kind of
It's
you.
supposed to
Please
hurt.
don't break
What are you
into my
doing?
house.
Pardon? Sorry.
Very kind of you.
Yeah.
Please don't break into my house.
I would dream of it.
Right.
I'm an honourable man.
Just making notes. Visited Elspeth at the hatchery. Learned nothing.
That's about right.
Okay.
You can skip this bit.
To Grumble's Hollow.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Do you want me to roll a persuasion check or anything for Elsbeth to give me an expert in something?
Like,
The first expert in anything that comes to their mind.
this is a little town of like kind of like mainly peasants. Like
Yeah.
expert is a bit grand in anything.
But they have a trade. The trade in moth thread and moth hallucinogens.
I mean, it's a trade. It's not like there's wagons of the stuff going out of the place. It's quite a niche.
Okay.
Like ingredients that's used in very specific
Right.
things. Like
Okay.
it's not. It's enough to sustain a small village,
Yeah.
but it's not like this is not a booming industry.
Yeah.
One woman is mainly managing the moths.
Okay.
One man is mainly
That's
managing
where
the.
the
Yeah,
The-
and they
like
give
the
us
mill.
land during
People
harvest.
going
and things like
before.
So
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
this is not like booming.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
I
These
completely
are
agree.
simple folks.
I've mostly forgotten what I was told to go and sort of search for, because I've been hearing all of them discussing. So I'm going to look around the back of our house, not obviously going into our house. Look around. Is anything
This
that's
is the
like
hatchery,
or
is it not?
Yeah.
but
But does she
is her-
live
she
here?
lives here.
Yeah, she lives
Yeah,
here, and the
yeah.
hatchery is like kind of part of.
So I'm going to
Have you gone
explore
into
this
her
sort of space. No, behind the home.
Roll me a
So
stealth check
I'm going-
for one
I'm going
as you
around-
return back. Yeah.
That's a 23.
Ooh.
I'm looking around for anything that looks maybe out of place. Any animals that look like maybe there's a defect. I'm trying to look for stuff that doesn't look quite right as I'm sort of searching around. So, because I don't think she's nefarious in any way, shape, or form. I'm looking for anything that's went wrong at the hatchery, if that makes sense.
Roll me like maybe a perception check, I guess, or an investigation, whichever you'd rather.
Oh, finally, that one. I get you roll that once.
Oh, right.
It's the only people who are.
That is a 16.
So you kind of search around the place as best as you can, get kind of a look over stuff. There's nothing obviously out of place. Like I mean, you're not an expert in how moths are farmed.
No, I'm
After the tour,
Who is the expert?
I'm looking more so for
in that regard,
that-
it's probably
They're like more of an
that,
expert
that,
than anyone else here.
that bug that I've seen two halves. I'm looking to see if any of the animals look as if they're any of these sort of hatchlings look as if almost it's like different parentage than it should be.
Roll me maybe a nature check then. As
Nature
you're,
check,
You're
okay.
looking in, particularly around the kind of like larvae like stuff.
-2. Let's go. Isn't that what? Right. Let's go. 5. Not that good.
So I guess with the you don't necessarily obviously notice anything as you're like with the actual like larvae and stuff. Searching around though, you do a fairly thorough search. So with that investigation, I'd maybe say that you do find like what looks like the very tiny remains of a slug.
Okay.
That's like just a regular slug, but it's clearly been eaten by a moth.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yay. Hey, I'm gonna take note of that and just sort of bring back. I don't think I need to bring. I don't think it's a special slug. It looks like a regular slug. Cool. No worries.
But
That's the main thing I was sort of
Yeah.
looking out for. So I'll catch up with them as they're going to wherever the next place is. I didn't realise where we're going next, so I'm going to be walking around the town looking for them. So, but I assume they're easy to find if the
it's not a very big
largest
town, and
demographic
they're not
are-
very
are
quiet.
hobbits.
so
No.
you're probably
so
Wait in
that
like
thing's-
the
Subtlety is not our watch.
square or like
We're waiting 20 feet from our home until I come back again. So
Is the festival still going on?
No, it kind
It
of.
was a one-day festival.
It was multiple days, but that was the last day as you arrived on its kind of final day. So it's being packed up.
Convenient.
We should have been here earlier. Get the full festival experience.
I feel like I've been shortchanged. That's fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, we didn't know there was actually going to be a holiday.
We didn't know that.
We didn't know
Yeah,
that.
no.
So
It was
one
very
day
nice.
of something's better
Yeah,
than
glass half full. Come
Yeah, true. We're having fun.
on.
So,
that.
so you guys heard some sort of thing in your heads?
From Bo, who wanted to stick an arrow in our heads.
Well, excuse me, what?
Yes, I heard your thoughts.
You heard my thoughts.
I think so. You thought about putting an arrow in our heads. Am I wrong?
You didn't hear anything?
I think about a lot
I
of things.
always hear things.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But that very
But
specific
not that
phrase,
particular
yes?
thing.
Yeah, that's exactly very easy to thought of.
Yes, and Gus did too.
Yes.
We can maybe discuss later how that's not really a great thought. But for now, maybe just the fact we've had it
So-
together is a good one.
You three had this dream, and now you three are sharing some sort of thoughts. Something's. I don't like this.
Well, I tried to send a thought back, but I don't think that worked. You didn't hear anything from me.
No.
So I don't know. It's not like telepathy or anything.
So,
I think possibly just maybe when you were getting worked up, you were quite agitated. I wonder whether if we can.
you were calling me a child murderer.
No, this was.
Well, you
this was
murdered a child, yeah.
I did not murder a
and in
child.
fairness, it's not wholly without merit. Let's not get into that. But I do wonder. Yes, call them in again. See what happens.
Let's curb this conversation for now. Come back to it maybe when we're somewhere not surrounded by people, because I don't exactly want you calling me a child murderer.
I don't know if
other
there's
folks.
many people around.
There's a few like that are tidying up really
okay,
after
yeah,
the festival. They're pottering
But
around.
I went and searched around because I don't know if you noticed, but we had a super secret plan to find out more, and I found
All
the
of you
remains. I found the remains of a slug. One had been eaten.
Oh yes.
So that big slug that you found couldn't be coming from here because the moss eat them. So it's like lower in the food chain or whatever. So obviously whatever's happening there, they're protected from these things.
Did you absolutely love murdering that child?
No. I said we'll discuss this not in front of other people.
Sorry. Ignore me. I'm lying.
Does anyone have any sort of spells or anything that you can look into your minds and see if something's might be changed? I don't know. I don't have a huge magical knowledge myself.
I can cast fog cloud.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Well, you know. Nothing.
Some sort of.
Well, I think we can do that in our downtime. Potentially going and investigating the other half of the hatchery. So not the hatchery with her, but the place where they go and extract the silk. Because I want to learn something for us, let alone the mission.
Well, was the Glimmer Mill was beside the hatchery?
Well, not directly, but pretty close by.
Because we didn't speak, because there's a guy that works there. We didn't speak to him or anything like that.
No.
Well, I think maybe the last place where we go. I don't have a strong desire to leave, though. I kind of want to stay here.
Well, unfortunately, we have a job to do, Bo, so we're here for a limited period. You can enjoy your time here, but it will come to an end eventually.
Well, you know, eventually, I suppose, to some degree, we'll leave. But, like, the town's where it's happening.
Bo, let me assure you, absolutely nothing is happening in this town. The festival is finished. That'll be it for another at least several, whatever the month is.
Yes, I think I'm in favour of heading to Grumble Hollow, seeing what happened to the team.
I think we've talked to enough people. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. I just want to go somewhere and do something.
You just want to hit someone with your baseball bat.
Yes, I do. It's been too long.
I can empathise
I need
with
some sort of action here. We're just talking and talking and talking.
Because frankly, none of these conversations have been particularly fruitful. When we spoke to that old biddy in the chapel, she wasn't very useful either. They've got nothing to say that's original as an individual, as far as I'm concerned.
They seem... Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think if there is some kind of magic at work here, it's obviously keeping them from... Maybe they don't even know what's going on.
Well, might as well go and, I suppose, investigate from the source. But we'll need to come back to the hatchery and source them now, because I've got some of the silk, and I'd love to make an instrument of sorts. And I think we could do something pretty good with that. But we'll come back to later.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Not gonna stop.
Not you.
Can I roll like a perception or investigation or insight
Sorry.
No,
to see if I recognize either of these guys?
Like, as in,
Yeah, just if I know them.
you can.
Thanks.
Have you forgotten?
That's a nat 20.
You do know them. You travel.
Let's
you
go.
Still remember the meeting them,
know.
the traveling here, all the rest of it, the Brass Lantern
You better
stuff.
not be making me your call. You make me your call. That's a space pirate's call. It just makes me your call.
Yeah. You remember them. You remember Phineas too. Like, yeah, no one has been forgotten.
Okay.
I suppose as we're traveling, we can maybe track these stuff together.
So
Can
where are
we-
you guys heading to then? Just to clarify.
Do we know where we're
Grumble
going?
Hollow.
Grumble Hollow.
Do we know where to
got
get?
told last time the direction, we didn't get told exactly which way. We were so told it was like, I can't remember which way, but we got told it was somewhere, but we didn't get told.
Yeah,
this.
Straw
well,
told us.
Someone. Who went into Tovrites last time?
It was me.
It was us two and
Yeah.
John, but John's the note taker in that situation. See,
Well, it wasn't a note. There was
We
an
played
actual
football.
invoice. I think you should still. have
Oh,
it
there was an
somewhere.
actual
Do you have the invoice or did John?
Oh,
have
maybe.
that?
bit of paper.
Invoice?
I've got some
Is
bits.
there a map on the invoice?
Not
Was it-
quite, but there is directions.
Information.
I think that's how you knew, if I remember right.
I don't think I do.
I've
Must have
got-
been John.
I'm fairly sure John has it.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll go check my
Taker
stuff.
I should have a copy somewhere.
Toby.
Yep.
Um,
Free. Absolute roasting, but I don't think the shirt got underneath this.
There's a lot of information about your character. That threw your person quite a lot.
It's just the dice came in. Like,
That's it.
How much am I up again?
I don't think that we necessarily need to go over that right now. Ah, splendid.
Oh, yeah, the
Now we
Trundle Ledger.
Right.
This is the material they bought before they headed off.
Exactly. We got the notes on the ledger after all the ingredients say delivery left by Barrow past Grumble Hollow. Then east-southeast along the ridge trail through the Standing Thorn. Just past the bog stone with the eye. Said they'd flag the path with red markers. Okay. Didn't say what for, but they looked twitchy.
Ah, alright.
Okay.
So we got a pretty good directions, and there should be red markers along the way.
Simple.
Should we follow this?
Yeah. Seems like a logical conclusion.
Wait, I think that might be nice.
So who's leading the way? Does someone want to roll me survival with advantage? Because you do have directions, but just that you can follow them through.
I suppose potentially I'll be ahead with the ostrich. Sorry, I'll be ahead with the ostrich.
How's your
Because I'm
survival?
keeping track of +3 and with advantage. It's not bad. Anyone higher?
No, you can go for that.
You can read that one.
I'm the same.
I feel do you not have proficiency? No.
+3, yeah. On survival. No.
Oh, that's the one I'm
That's,
sharing.
but that's just my regular wisdom. It's not proficiency, no.
So roll with advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
18.
18. So you can kind of make your way out of town. You can, with the instructions, without too much difficulty, you can follow them along. It does take a bit of time. So I guess morning with the conversations and stuff. We're talking kind of late afternoon, early evening. But you can kind of follow along, and you eventually find those kind of red markers that are kind of like dotted along the sort of side of the road. And eventually you kind of spot ahead, just kind of following the kind of markers on. You see there's a camp that lies incredibly still beneath this very kind of grey, overcast sky. Weather beaten, seems to be being slowly reclaimed by the mire. Tents kind of slump in on themselves, some torn, a lot of mud just all over the place. There are a few crates that lie kind of splintered, their contents scattered and kind of a bit rotten. Scraps of cloth and paper kind of flutter about in the breeze, and you can notice some like animal tracks and stuff kind of crisscrossing around what looks like the remains of a fire in the middle.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Maybe something did this, and maybe we can stop them. I can hit something finally. Can I investigate around the camp?
Yep.
Arrows are playing Barbadian.
So roll me an investigation.
8.
8. So you would notice the most obvious thing, which is there's like a table in the middle of the camp. It's looking a bit worse for wear, but on top of it there is a map that's been just kind of pinned down with stones, and it's clearly of the kind of local topography, the local area, the kind of swamp and moorland around. There's a small note in the bottom, or there's a kind of circled point, sorry, on the map, which doesn't, like, there's nothing, there's no symbol on it, there's just a circle, and below it it says Sink Route Facility, Tier 3 clearance required. And beneath there's a kind of small kind of brief note that says final descent confirmed, no resistance noted, proceeding as, sorry, 1 second, there should be a name there. Where is it? Sorry, one moment.
Sink route, did you say?
Sink route, yeah, sink route facility. Where is it? Apologies, I can't find the name. Sorry, yes. Austere is the name. Proceeding as austere, instructed. Which is a name that you do recognise.
I don't know. Different notes. Let me find it.
Not from the long note, but from the short, you should notice. If that makes sense.
Should they be in and come back out?
So Austere was the one who had written to the Brass Lanterns.
Tolfright was the one who'd written to the Brass Lanterns.
But Austere's named in
You
his
got-
note.
Is that the right one?
No.
Which, is that? Let's see which one. The one from your uncle.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, the short one. There should be like a little.
Cool. I think. Yeah. No.
I think it should be in there. Or got my name right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else doing anything? Just in the one?
Yep. Anyone else wanting to look around?
You can
look
see
at
me-
anything in
This
particular?
is getting quite late now, is
You
it?
see me staring intently
It's
at the map.
Late
Okay.
afternoon, early evening at this point.
So I thought I might use some cantrips to mend the tents and to create a bonfire. If we're gonna maybe set camp here.
No worries. As you're kind of going over, like kind of mending the tents, looking around, you would notice that inside the tents, like items are kind of neatly stored. Like there's not the feeling of a rush that happened here. Bedrolls are kind of rolled up as you'd expect. It's just there's been a bit of damage around the outside, but actually like inside the tents, for other than the weather that seems to have gotten in a bit, it looks relatively organised.
And you said that there was paper. So just if there's anything interesting on any of the paper that's kind of left.
Yeah,
around.
roll me an investigation, I guess.
Investigation.
Or history maybe.
I will go. It doesn't matter. They're both the same. Can I use my bardic inspiration with
Yeah,
it?
you can do. Yeah.
So 15.
15. So which one would you rather? Were you more investigating or were you more picking up
I guess I'm
notes
quite
that-
interested in history
Okay.
of this, I suppose.
So you would find maybe in just some of the kind of stray bits of notes that are fluttering around in a kind of canvas binder. Most of it's quite like wet and kind of like worse for wear.
Sure.
But you do manage to make out a phrase or a note that says divine residual matter believed slivered or stored prior to rend. Stabilization incomplete.
Divine residual matter.
Believed severed. That should be severed.
Severed.
Believed severed or stored prior to rend. Stabilization incomplete.
Rend like
You need to
Rend
pause.
Collective.
Yeah. I'm
R
really
E
sorry.
N D. Yeah.
And then
roll
stabilization incomplete.
Stabilization incomplete.
Can I nip out for 2 seconds?
Yeah, no worries. Roll me a further history on that history. I realise it's a double history, but
Okay.
Double history, let's go.
14.
14.
Hmm?
There is one. So there is one obvious and notable use of the word rend in modern terms. It's the date. Post Veil Rend is how you mark the date. You're in 2000 and something.
Oh,
Veil
prior
Rend.
to Rend. So
It's a
that's
fairly common term.
that's a specific date in time.
Yes.
Okay. And how long ago was that? Like,
We are in. What's the date? What's the year on that? The ledger one.
23.
Oh, yeah.
So 20.
Yeah,
2000
so about
23,
2000 years after the Rend.
is
Yes.
on here.
after post Veil
So
Rend.
prior to
Well,
Rend
PV,
would be
yeah. Would be
really old.
go for 2000.
Divine residual matter believed severed or stored prior to Rend. Stabilization.
I know that knows what that was.
You would. It's a common.
the dates,
it's
like BC or
Veil Rend
AD,
post
yeah.
PVC is like post Veil Rend PVR would be a fairly, or PV would just be the shortened hand of it. But like we would use BC, so it's fairly common knowledge. Not everyone, I suppose, would necessarily know what it means.
What I mean is, in terms of we know that means before Christ.
Yeah.
We know what
Yeah.
happened. Like, we know what happened.
For sure, Oleander would with your scientific background. Most people would. It's not like a term.
What do we know about
Which
the
was-
Rend?
Very little.
Okay.
Don't worry, I don't even know what the.
There's
the
not
concepts
much
are, so we're
recorded
fine.
history from
Yeah,
back
yeah,
at that
sure.
time, and a
Definitely.
lot of it is layered in myth.
Cool. Right, shall we wait for Ollie to come back and then?
Interesting.
Do that.
We could have a little search around to just sort of case the area while he's away.
I
So
was going to use my Wayfinder's lantern as we approach the camp. And
That's a
just
good idea.
walk around using my revealing glow with it. Just to see any items that are, well, any invisible creatures or objects or highlight illusions within 10 feet radius. So I'm just going to go about the whole camp.
Okay.
with
Roll
it.
me like a perception with advantage with that as you're looking around.
How did that happen? Awesome. Perception. 21.
So, two things that you would note. The first is that you find, like, this is not terribly hard to find, but he's kind of covered up in the back of is a dead gnome. Had his throat very clearly slit, and is just kind of been covered up at the back of the camp. He's a bit stinking when you actually kind of reveal it. A lot of kind of little bits of so his attire a bit mucky. Obviously, it's been here a while. Clearly, he's been chewed at and like such like. You would, with that high perception as well, you would notice that like a little bundle of herbs on his belt.
You said throat slit. Does it look like a deliberate sort of weapon or more of an animal?
No, it's a clear, like it's a weapon
Yeah.
slit.
Oh.
This gnome has been killed.
That might be above my pay grade, but I will go and give my survival friends that know. Sorry, gents, I have found a corpse. You must be happy to hear that, given you guys deal with that stuff a lot. I usually don't look at them once I'm done with them. I do the blessing part at the end, make sure they have a good passage to the next life. Would you two mind having a wee look at this dead? Look like a gnome. He has been decapitated. Has he been decapitated?
No, just
no,
his throat's been slit.
he has had his throat slit, but he does still look like a gnome. If you wouldn't mind having a wee gander, a wee investigation for me, that would be very handy. Might help us.
So, going to see what tracks are going to be far too long ago because these guys have been here for a month or so, we suppose, or longer than that. So I'm going to you more medicine, so maybe it's best you check over the body.
You also find a locked storage crate as well. That's the other thing that you would note.
Darn, John's got his.
I know, I was
with
gonna say, who's the
lockpicks.
I can. Not bad.
Does anybody have Speak with Dead as a spell?
You could, looking over the crate, you could either try and pick the lock, or you could just try and force it open. It's not impossible to force open. Alternatively,
Also, Kieran, I know you're very good at breaking into things. Much to my chagrin, could you please? I found this crate. It might be of use.
You see me looking a little bit distracted. I've just been while you've been doing that. I've just been kind of staring at this map. So then I realized you're talking to me. I'm like, oh, what this? Oh, the box over there. What is it? Is it locked or something?
Baseball bat to that, please. Yep, that would be great.
All right. I toss it up and try and smash the lock open.
roll me, I guess athletics.
Is there any way I can help you with that?
Are you proficient in
If
it?
you're proficient,
I am
then yes,
proficient.
you can get advantage.
I'll let
Go
go
for it.
Yeah, you
please.
It's like Ghost.
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
I got 2 and a 3.
Oh.
Ugh.
Plus 6, but so
Kieran finally gets to hit something he just
Right,
doesn't
9.
like. With a bit of practice, you
Distracted.
just slam down right next to it, but you
Yeah.
don't quite manage to connect.
Great.
But if someone wants to try again, you
Yeah,
can
I
be
would.
welcome
Do you know,
sorry.
give me
Sorry.
give me
I
a
need
bloody
to
crate and
have-
then I just try and
to. Roll me athletics for me.
16.
16, that's just enough.
Sorry.
This crate just sort of splinters into bits.
Bristle.
Inside it, you find about 35 gold pieces. You find what seems to be an alchemy kit. A kind of greenish liquid potion is inside it. And there's also a note in there too that you can make out just enough of, like a kind of folded page that's in it.
Right. Well, I'll say, well, We'll bury the gnome with his gold. We'll give him that, and we'll put that gold with him. So we
Well,
can take, so
I
we can
mean,
take that. To
He's not gonna.
It's his gold. He earned it fairly.
But we.
Well, you're gonna say that you have to put everything with him.
Well,
So where does it end?
No. Things of value he might need in his passage to the next life, and that's all.
We'll just put a coin in each eye. And we'll take the
Mr.
rest.
Botanist, you do potions, don't
Yeah.
you? So would you mind looking at that?
Well,
That's
sorry,
part of
let's
what-
go back, sorry, to the body, because I realise we got distracted
Oh,
with the
yeah.
crate, but let's go back to the pair of you
Sure.
at the body.
And just one last thing, I'd go for the note.
Okay, cool.
Seeing that name before, I'm like, I want
I'll
to.
read you that in just a moment.
Yeah,
We'll,
cool.
We can read the note together.
What are you guys, sorry, you kind of looking over a medical check, or what are you, sorry?
He's
Well,
doing
it's,
medicine
it's
for the
obvious
field.
how he was killed.
You would say
I,
that.
I could do a medicine roll. Yeah.
Yeah, go for that, yeah.
You see if he's under
Is
the
it-
influence of anything else. If it was
Bite marks as well?
Yeah, he's clearly like,
Like,
been-
well, from
eaten by like a
lying
wolf
for
or a fox or yeah.
So that's an 18 on
18.
medicine.
yeah, very deliberately slit his throat by some kind of dagger or such like would be your best guess, and then kind of discarded any of the other damage that's been done, like the kind of bite marks and stuff are post-mortem, like anything. It's just animals that have been chewing on him at points. He does have a small pouch on him, which contains a bunch of herbs, including which is twine, elder twine, and fennel.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long's he been dead?
Can I hold on to that stuff?
And
his albums.
you'd also find probably actually the bottom half of that ripped kind of invoice, basically like confirming that this is Tolfrite.
Oh!
Yeah. It's like you find the bottom half of an invoice from Tolfrite's Trundle, so you're fairly confident that this
Right.
is most likely.
So he
Tolfrite.
was
Okay.
he was coming out here delivering that stuff. Is what we
and
understand.
he never made
yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
And he was hidden. He says
Yeah.
people have like tried
Somebody
to
killed him and then hid him.
hide his body.
And it doesn't look like they left here in a hurry. So this could be actually the team have done this. They're into some kind of
Well,
various.
they could have been.
But what's the benefit of doing that? Like, unless he discovered them doing
We
something.
were talking about how the town was under some form of influence. What if they were under some influence as well? They didn't have the twine and elder berries or whatever it is to protect them. Perhaps that then led to escalation, like it did in the town, where his shop was practically ransacked.
True.
I'm going to do a wider spread search, sort of search around this sort of rough area. I'm going to take you with me if you're okay, Gus, so you can do investigation and do perception, figure our way down.
Yeah, so we just discovered a dead gnome. We've
As I expected.
we found out that it was told right.
Right.
We opened a locked chest and got some money, and there was a note inside that I grabbed.
That we grabbed.
Sure. I don't think anything else happened while you were right.
No,
No.
What does the note say?
So the most notable thing that you find, most of it's not terribly legible. A lot of sort of random, quite technical speak.
Okay. I'm really looking for that name again.
So looking for that name, you find a small line that says, aligned with ecclesiastical research protocols, all findings remain off ledger until confirmation from Austere at the Solancian node.
Okay.
So aligned with ecclesiastical research protocols, all findings remain off ledger until confirmation from Austere at the Solancian node.
Okay.
Solancian is a place, is it? Solancian?
It's the nation
There's
of
Solent. Is that a place?
Solence,
Yeah.
So it'd be like Solence, yeah. Solence is one of the places. Predominantly Elven, the mainland of Dornvara. The Republic of Solancia.
Yeah.
Where's the nearest notable city?
Say that again.
The nearest notable city to Sorensen?
Within. Let me just look at my map.
You said it's on Dornvara.
What were they called? The Silk Route.
Oh, Port Solence. Oh, it's the south.
Yeah,
Says
there's
Western
port.
Coast.
Well, so that whole area is the Republic of Solans.
Okay.
But there are a couple of Lunclair
Yeah,
is the
Lunclair, yeah.
major city. There's a number of other like port cities and such like beyond
That's
that.
where I was made.
Were you made in Lunclair?
In Port Solans.
Ah.
This seems important.
Was the organization called the Silk Route?
No, I don't think there was a name for the organization.
No, but in the other documents, what was it that you saw?
What's that? You found the rest of the torn invoice.
Divine
The
Residual
other half
Matter
now.
beliefs severed or stored prior to rend stabilization complete.
Well, I think we definitely need to go towards where this is. But beyond that, do we have to bury this guy? Was on with him?
Yes, I will undertake the appropriate burial process. Would anyone like to say any words? on
No, I'm
Tony's
alright.
behalf? No, well,
I'm going to take Gus and do
So-
a search round to give a wide berth to make sure there's nothing like getting us. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm doing investigation,
Roll
you do
me,
perception.
Yeah, roll me. Yeah, either your investigation, perception. Have a little look around.
I'm going to use my thing from earlier. That is 22, 24, 25.
And 21 investigation.
Okay. Just making sure we're
yeah.
clear, that's all.
You're clear around. You do find like residual markings from like wards that were clearly once put up, but have either faded or some have gone off. Like there's some animal remains clearly set off one. As you're looking over that paper, particularly with the name, roll me one more perception check. Sure.
$18. Oh no. No, that is a 13, not an 8. That is a 3.
Only other tiny detail, I guess, that I'd give you with that that you might notice. There's a very faint, only kind of partially visible watermark on the paper. Appears to be some kind of light golden ink in a looped strand.
Okay. A looped strand.
Yeah, a bit like a kind of blurred teardrop.
Okay.
And while none of us knew Toverite, let us remember that it was his words that drew us here, and perhaps his provisions that can lead us onwards, and much as we pray that Farrowin leads him onwards to the next life.
Excellent words. As Tovrite was trying to follow goodness and enact nature's path, as Farrowin intends, let us so too follow in his instructions and heed his warnings. And I'd like to just take whatever foliage I can find in the surrounding area of the camp and like wrap his body in the foliage, dig a pit, and then plant some flowers as I kind of remember. I do put the gold and the stuff in the grave that I've dug, and then I will sit and pray over it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Can I try and grab some of that gold before he puts it in the hole?
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or
Yeah,
you just
I think so.
roll me
Yeah,
a
yeah.
stealth against a perception just to see if you get the
I'm
full
going to roll
amount
with
of gold?
disadvantage because I'm deep in
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
There we
It's
go.
really good. I am so perceptive.
22. I got 22.
You're not as
Oh, I got 21. Okay.
No!
Well,
you got 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
fine.
beat me by one.
Yeah, by one. So close.
Yeah, let's say 10 gold goes in your pocket, the rest
Nice.
goes in the hole.
And is there some kind of personal effect that we could return to his family or his friends in the village?
There's maybe like a small, very simple medallion around his neck that is actually of Farrowin as well.
Oh, he had that pouch of elder twine and fennel.
No, I have that now.
You've got it. Is there any more around the camp?
But yeah, what's the potion? Sorry, go on. Yeah, that's a good question.
Not obviously that you can see
right.
with all that you've looked around.
Oh, because these guys didn't take any with him. He just had it as personal pouch of it.
It's from the place, yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be like Arcana or something to recognise the potion?
You could try and like look it over. It will take you a bit of time probably to work out unless you've got a kind of spell to do it. So you could do it in like a short rest or something.
Yeah, I
we
would
should
need to
do
take
it
a short
later
rest
on.
here anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe we should do a short rest here anyway to see if that's thing we can attack them. Like happens again, potentially.
Well, there are tents here which I've mended, and there's
Yeah.
a bonfire going. So,
Give us time to decompress.
Yeah.
have we come across red? You said we had red.
The red markings.
markings, yeah.
That led us here.
Yeah, they led you in.
And
yeah,
do they go on further beyond here?
No, but you can fairly obviously see some footmarks
Where
where they headed off, which does seem to line up with the map that Kieran found.
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
cool.
Right, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What is the map depicting? Can I figure out? Like, is that where we are right now? Or what is there anything I can do with the map?
Roll me
Anything I
survival,
figure
I
out.
guess. Looking it over.
Anyone have proficiency in that can come over and help?
You got a token, though.
Proficient in survival? No.
You got a token that gives you advantage once a day, eh?
To follow tracks or find a trail,
Oh, okay.
I think.
I would allow it for the
Sort
map
of
because
what
you're
you're
trying to
doing.
work out
Yeah?
if you're going the right way.
Okay,
So I'd
cool.
allow it for
Advance.
that.
Oh, nice. Dirty 20.
So it's not here. It's not where you are that's circled. You can actually note a small marking that seems to be their campsite on the map, which is a good maybe. It's at least another few hours travel away. But you can kind of fairly clearly see the direction and the trajectory. It lines up with the last of the footsteps that you can see leaving the camp.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to have returned. And there's that little note where it's circled that says Sync Route Facility, Tier 3 clearance required.
That was what I was thinking of. Sync route facility.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. So the red circle is the sync route facility.
What's that from?
That's on the map. It's marked on
Clearance
the map.
required.
So sync
Sync Route Facility.
route,
Sync
as
route.
in a way to go somewhere. Route.
Yeah, SINKROOT. Sync Route.
Oh, route.
As
Sorry,
in
yeah.
sunk.
R-O-T.
Yeah.
And then the name that I recognised on the map
Austere.
was, what was the context of that again?
So on the map it says.
Proceeding as austere.
Sorry. On the map it said final descent confirmed. No resistance noted. Proceeding as austere instructed.
Okay.
And then the other note about austere was aligned with the ecclesiastical research protocols. All findings remain off ledger until confirmation from austere at the Silancian node.
And this seems like some kind of Stargate
Issue 1.
nonsense. Yeah.
I love that Stargate.
So, do we get the impression that Austere was here?
No, I don't think so. I think he's given them directions, given them.
If he was at a
Commands.
Silancian node, then
I think he sent them here.
that's a long way away, but presumably there would be some magical way he could still be communicating with them.
You would know fairly they're not common, but there are magical ways sending and such like that you can communicate over long distances if you're powerful enough.
Interesting.
Okay. Cool.
So during our sort of short rest, I suppose we're going to be investigating what this potion is. I'm going to change my ostrich back into an alligator. And I've got a couple of questions potentially to ask. So while we're here, we're spending a little bit of time. Can you make the casing of an acoustic instrument?
I don't see why not. For my friends, I've made several different instruments. You see my bagpipes here that I was actually just starting to strike up a little tune. Don't worry, it's just the small parlour pipes. I wouldn't get the big ones out for you now. But I crafted these myself off of some nice timber that I found in McMahar. So, provided you find me a good bit of timber that would do the necessary for whatever you're wanting. What any particular use of stringed instrument?
So the instruments I can play fiddle, I can play hand drum, and I can play the pan flute. Now, obviously, I know that's not going to necessarily work for a flute or work for a hand drum because I'm wanting to use this silk for it. A fiddle, though, could be pretty good. So, looking
Everyone
for
rolls, right?
violin
Everyone
and I
rolls
think
as
that's
they
what
drink,
fiddle
right?
is.
Yes, sir, I have made several fiddles before.
Excellent.
You can ask my friend Phineas, not this Phineas actually. It's spelled differently. It's got loads of consonants in it unnecessarily. But,
Phineas!
Exactly. Great pronunciation, boy. I'm really impressed with that. But he could attest to my skills and my. I've heard many a tune on his fiddle. So,
Nice.
I'm sure.
And also, I'm going to speak Orcish to you, which I'm going to say about stuff.
Nice.
I don't necessarily like being attacked for my actions, but if my actions have hurt you, then I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you. And I'm almost like trying to cut that conversation short, as if I don't do well in those sort of like nice conversations, but I don't want to also hurt you from that last session. Especially I think the animal, using the use of animal when it comes to, or savage or something was the one that got you. So, but it's almost like I'm trying to cut that emotional side down quick, but I'm trying to address it without others knowing, unless they hear no Orcish, I suppose.
Bro.
Oh, do you know Orcish? I said that way, not you.
I do. I appreciate the sentiment, and I'm sorry if I flew off the handle a little. You understand that some of these... Well, we need to be careful when we use language. It can hurt as deeply as weapons sometimes.
I'm not really one for thinking through what I say before I say it, but I'll try.
Thank you, my friend.
And I'll refrain from hurting Cyclopses or the younger persuasion. I'll be careful.
I believe that everyone, particularly at such a young age, has the opportunity for growth and for good.
Plus, how awesome would it be if we could have as a party member a Cyclops? Well, one thing to think out for the future.
And I grin and laugh and I throw an arm around Bo.
I'm going to help him as he sort of figuring this stuff out, but more so just a hand, whatever. I don't have any way of helping, but hand over any implements you need.
Now, are you particular about the type of wood that you would like used? Is it kind of whatever we can get our hands on kind of situation, or something in particular?
I would quite like, maybe after the dream yesterday, like a nice big wide wood, like maybe willow.
Oh, excellent.
That
Okay.
might kind of work. Like, you remember no, you weren't in the dream.
No, I wasn't.
Neither was he.
Well, but yes, fair point.
But white, I can work with white. A nice, light, silvery kind of wood, like a birch or something.
We'll
of
keep
that
our eye
sort.
out.
Excellent. We'll look at that. Good.
Are you offering round the wine as well?
Can I have a look at this potion first,
yes,
and then yeah.
So roll me what would alchemy kit be with? Nature. So it would give you advantage because you're proficient with alchemy kit, right?
No, I have an alchemy kit. I'm not yet proficient in
Okay,
alchemy
that's okay.
kits. I'm working towards that at some
Are
stage.
you proficient with like nature or any skill? What would be the skill you would most want to?
So I am proficient with nature, and I'm also proficient with a herbalism kit, I believe.
Oh yeah, herbalism kit's fine. Sorry,
Sure.
yeah. Go for with advantage on a nature check then,
Oh, cool.
as you look it over.
Oh, that's nice. That would be 24.
So you reckon the potion is some kind of protective potion? It seems to be like a kind of almost a repellent of kinds for against something biological, like a kind of protective or biological repellent of some kind.
Okay.
Like precisely what to, you're not sure about, but
Mid repellent,
Yeah.
presumably.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's something you can tell by the way that it's, I don't know, the shape of the bottle or whatnot. It's meant to be drunk.
Okay. Yeah.
And is it like meant to be drunk all at once, or like you sip it each day? Is that sort of like?
More like you would take a dose, like you would take a sip.
So, and this is what he's brought out into this terrain. So that's interesting.
This wasn't on him. This was in the lockbox.
Oh, so they have
Yeah.
brought this out. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, it's slug repellent.
It could be.
Could be.
If only we had some earlier.
If only we made that connection. That's
I'm glad it's with the guy who loves slugs.
No, I don't want to introduce an inappropriate level of levity here, but I have been working on this rather fine wine, and they do say that it can have some quite interesting, give you a vision or insight into things. Feels like we're short of a few ideas. Maybe it might be helpful. We'll sit around the fire and drink from this.
That's your mouthwash. I have had that. That's very tasty. Aye, yeah.
There we are.
I would recommend it, gents. Usually swirl it and spit it out.
No, I'd rather you didn't. I mean, that was a one-off because the slug and so on. So it's fine. But
if something comes after us, I don't know if I'd rather have my wits about me.
well, maybe just one or two of us.
I'll take some.
Yes, for myself, I'll act as spiritual guide for this trip that you're about to receive.
Wow, you join us in this? You've already had a trip with us.
Is it?
Does that, you think it'd work for you?
I cannot digest alcohol properly, but I'm up for something a bit spiritual. Maybe I can smoke it in a pipe or a bong. Wine bong? Anyone wine bong?
Wine bomb.
I'll help you out.
Whatever fries your circuits, friend. I couldn't possibly.
Vapors are preferable.
Okay, so the three of us sit around the fire, warm a bowl of this Rowan wine.
Okay. So each of you who's drinking, roll me firstly a wisdom save, and then also a D100.
You have your inspiration mead as well, by the way.
And if I'm vaping the wine, is that the same?
Still to make me the save and make me the
So
Wisdom
5, and then
save.
what's your D100?
Sorry. 57.
Are you not partaking?
See, I do really want to, but I feel like I don't think Kieran in this moment.
This is how peer pressure happens, man.
My viewpoint is because I've already went down that path. These guys, I think that's where we were more willing.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe. I got a 12 and a 94.
94. Okay, yep.
and 18 on the wisdom saving throw and 36 on the D100.
6, okay.
So let's just figure out if we have a good or a bad trip.
Yeah.
Is that...
So that's all. That's everyone who's rolling, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. So
Don't do drugs, kids. Sing.
Jonny, you hear a voice which actually you probably would recognise as Bully Bubba, who just says this phrase that pops into your mind: "It was here all along. What is this?" And that's not how he speaks.
I'm fine with that.
Note that down.
You got 36, was it?
36, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonny,
to
you
make the
really
right
break
calls
like
on
you're in
this.
character, man. Just random words in caps.
I've got limited space, and I'm playing it right. I would have used a crayon if I could.
You hear a voice that somehow you just kind of know of. You can somehow, you don't really know how, but it just, you just get this sense of that it comes from Mother, not your orcish mother, but just Mother, saying, "There's a choice. What will you make?" And Gus. Oh. So you see yourself and the party in this really like dark, murky room. There's like water all around and the floor, like up to like kind of nearly sort of halfway up your leg, kind of quite high up. And just standing, not even standing, in front of you is this absolutely kind of humongous tree-like creature. It's like almost like part human, part tree, and you can see this moment of sort of either fight or peace. There's just this tension sitting in the moment that's not quite a decision, but it's a tension that you can feel as you all stand before this thing. Hopefully that all made sense, or not. But there we go. And that's your wine.
This has a much better impact than the moonshine has. My goodness, is good.
No, thank you.
What did you dream of?
Figure. Just got the sense of a motherly voice, saying there was a choice. What would you make? But I don't know what kind of choice.
Does the word mother mean it?
I don't think so.
When we were in front of those stones, I had a vision of something being uncovered, like dug up from the earth, in a swamp, which looks somewhat familiar to home. But then in this vision, I had a dream, or I heard a voice, I should say at least, of a gentleman from back home talking about something being here all along, as if they found something impressive, or magical, or ancient.
Is there anything I see as they're going through?
Yeah, what do
the
we
trip?
see when they're...
Like just being particularly perceptive if we feel like watched, or if there's movement in the surrounding area.
Yeah, you can keep an eye around. There's no obvious. Roll me a perception, I guess, just to be safe. You both can roll if you want.
7.
Yeah, you don't notice anything obvious. Like there's nothing like clearly prowling around or anything out there. And they just seem to be enjoying some wine. Like there's nothing. They don't suddenly go, oh, like it's just there's a flash for them as they drink, as these moments
Gus,
come into their mind.
Did you see anything? Hear something?
I think the tree from our previous vision is trying to communicate something. We have to make a decision about whether we want to continue peacefully or not.
Maybe that was the choice that I heard about.
Do I know if... Faerun has a lot of masculine connotations. Do I know if there's any interpretations of Faerun that is otherwise?
Roll me a religion check, I guess. And I'll give you advantage because of the nature of it.
Great. 11?
11. Generally speaking, is in most of the places you've heard of him referred to him in a masculine tense. You do know, though, with the gods that different places take different aspects and different interpretations. They're not as fixed and firm as sometimes, like, as figures can be. They take different shapes, they different forms. So it's not impossible, but you don't. There's not any obvious ones coming to mind, but that doesn't necessarily rule it out, if that makes sense.
So we don't know of any, but it's possible that Faerun and some other cultures might be a maternal figure as opposed to.
Yeah.
Because it's Earthfather or something like that, isn't it? Like,
yeah, one of the names is. I think. Yeah, that's the in Drakvar, I think.
Well, I think we better wrap this up as fast as we can. Make sure we get this done quick. Because I think we maybe have him, from what you're saying, from our visions, other things going on. We need to act quickly on what we're doing here.
Yeah, I don't think these shared visions are hearing each other's thoughts. I don't like not knowing where that's coming from. And I don't know, if it's for good or ill.
It's quite unsettling.
Well, there's a chance that the guys here slit the throat of their friend.
Exactly. What made them do that? What drove them to it?
Maybe they stopped drinking the concoction we got here.
Kieran, I would suggest we maybe start sharing a tent and leave these gentlemen to it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to make sure we do anything before the next night. If something happened to you, maybe something might happen to us as well.
Let's all get a
Does,
good night rest and up early in the morning. Follow these tracks.
No, I think don't we just go now?
I would prefer to go.
We've got a short rest. We've sort of chilled a little bit. We've only really done a part of adventure for a few hours. We only walked. I think we just go for it.
So just to be clear in terms of time, it has like it's now
7 in the
into the evening. So it's like because you left town probably around midday or so. You got here late afternoon, early evening, searching around, then short resting, and all the rest of it. We're into now kind of probably ballpark is 6-7 o'clock, that kind of time, like later on in the day.
And how far away is this place?
On the red circle on the map. I mean, how?
A couple of hours,
Couple
roughly.
hours.
So starting at 9 o'clock, we still have 3 hours of fighting before we have our full day.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's-
It's getting darker. Like it's not. You're in kind of autumn time, so think UK autumn once you get to 7-8 o'clock.
I'm
Like, it's
I'm used to
not,
working in the darkness. I don't mind a little.
I suppose a lot of
adventure.
us will have dark vision of
The-
some sort.
No.
I guess roll me maybe a perception or a just general perception or in general intelligence. I would say just a straight intelligence roll.
9.
15.
5.
Five.
Intelligence.
Dole, you would probably the one thing that you would note is it's getting dark. Your map that leads you'll find it quite hard to follow a map in the dark, basically.
I've got a
Oh.
lantern, so.
Yeah, but the map has like kind of features that you can follow. It's not impossible,
Reading
but
the
it will
map's
be
fine,
harder.
But seeing the stuff that's on the map will be hard. When
Yeah,
it's
you might be able to. Yeah, you could with the lantern see the map. You can't see the landscape the map's meant to be depicting very clearly. So it's not
Even
impossible,
with
but
dark
it will
vision.
definitely be hard. If that makes sense.
Sure.
With all that in mind, I guess we'll have to chance a night with these. I don't even know what to call them.
You're the one the slug attacked.
Mind linkers.
Mad blinkers?
Mind linkers. Linked minds. Your minds are all linked.
Linkers.
Well, I think I'd be a bit more worried that your mind isn't linked. You're supposed to have been friends for years. Why are you not linked to him?
We
Well-
are linked in certain ways.
You're linked in certain ways.
Well, something.
My
very...
fear is, I don't know, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it is a good thing. My fear is that we don't know what's causing it. That's the problem.
As I say, it is quite unsettling. I don't mind admitting it.
Something very obvious happened to me in the last 24 hours. Something far less obvious happened to the three of you.
You bit a slug enough.
Well,
And
Exactly.
I'm proud of it.
I'll be happy
That
sleeping
is
in the
very
same tent.
Cause and effect.
I'll be happy
Cause and
sleeping in the same tent as the elderflower and fennel stuff.
Have we connected that the slugs that we bit enough, or the slugs that you bit enough, maybe there were other slugs?
Well, all,
Why
that,
would there
Is that
be
an
other slugs?
infestation?
all you
I
had to
don't know.
look
Nobody
to
else
that.
saw a slug.
Yeah.
You couldn't
So-
see one.
I only saw
There are
one
slugs about.
trail in our room.
Well, there was a regular slug I found, but none more than that.
And how often do slugs really infiltrate hotels? I mean,
Very rare.
very rare. I've only
Well,
found one in my lifetime.
Probably. Okay.
The
You bit it in half.
the review from the previous Brass Lantern trip didn't mention slugs at all.
No midnight slugs, actually, no.
So,
So it must have been something else.
Although I do like the idea of taking a swig of this potion. Perhaps
Yes, I think
perhaps it staves away these slugs that try
I think
to
perhaps we should
get
all
me
drink
out
some
before you go to bed.
before we. Oh, I was thinking before we set off.
before we set off. Or I mean, this slug attacked him in the night.
No, you're right. Yes. Why don't we take some before bed?
I think that might be a good idea.
Okay.
Is there enough for all of us to take a little swig of it,
You could probably all take one swig.
and then it's gone?
Yeah, they would probably use up the
So-
whole thing if you
so
all take
it's
a swig.
resting
Is
it
it
if it's either
now
due tomorrow or
or- yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I'd rather be protected when I'm unconscious.
well, I think
If I'm
it'd be
conscious, I
protected
can
by
see
your
stuff coming.
Your
Not always, friend.
hacks,
I mean,
Yeah.
you might be right.
the flower and fennel or whatever. Elder whatever.
Did you also get? Yeah, did you get some elder twine and fennel?
Just the
Yeah,
pouch
yeah.
that was
Should
on
we,
him.
put that over a tent or something?
I'm not sure.
That
It's
would
in
mean we're all sharing a tent, though. I thought you just didn't want to share a tent with us mine linkers.
Well, we could split it in two, and we could go into a safe tent. And
This
you
is
could
this
go
is
into
safe
your-
zone.
You could go into your
Yes.
flicking friend's throats at night tent, and that would be okay for you guys.
All right, okay. But we get the elder flower thing.
Well, I'm sure we could split it.
Well, I think,
Yeah,
I think each
alright.
person could decide whether they want a nighttime dose or a tomorrow dose.
I'm gonna. Go
I
for
vote.
tomorrow,
I
Dose.
vote nighttime.
I think I'll go tomorrow. That's what I had in mind.
Yeah.
All right. Evidence tells me it's. I don't want things sneaking
No,
up
no,
on me.
please. I give
But
you,
have we pieced together that this is to stop slugs?
Okay, what was
We
it
pieced
that you-
together that it's
Is
it's
some
to
type of
repel
poisoning?
something
Biological.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
repel.
Well, I have advantage against being poisoned.
Yeah, you're not poisoned. Like you don't have the poison condition or anything. No.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
you've
mean,
taken
it's
a dose for
repelling some sort of biological thing. A biological thing tried to crawl in his mouth. I don't. I'm
We're
gonna take
miles
my
from
chance.
the hotel now. I mean, for them to get out here,
I mean, you're right.
take ages.
That's true. I'm gonna take my chances.
Well, no, you're very welcome to it. Here, one dose. You and Bill.
Well, I think if we put the elder twine and fennel at the door, I should be okay at the entrance of the tent. I think that'll do me for tonight.
Okay.
I'll put my mouth
Gus?
on.
Yep. A little bit of salt.
I don't. It's worth knowing. I don't know if you buried him with it, but Tovrite did have a bunch of herbs on
That's
it.
the stuff.
That's
I
the
had.
one that.
Yeah,
that's
we
the
took,
stuff that
yeah.
you took, right?
Oh yeah, that was part of the shipment. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
because the only thing we buried them with was gold. So and it's gold.
Yeah, so there's enough to make a charm above each tent.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could.
cool.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll do that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I think it's just Kieran who's taking
Just me.
nighttime dose.
I'm saying I want.
Potion.
That's what.
Yeah.
How long? Do we know how long a dose might last for?
Only one way to find
No.
out.
No.
No, didn't get that
no.
from your. Yeah. All right. I take this one.
Yep. Right. Cool.
Do you have like a llama in it? You don't have it. No. Well, I'll be us. Going to sleep.
Right.
Okay.
Guess I
Let's see.
did, but- Yeah, because
Oh, can I before we go to bed? I've got some bluebells. Bluebell stalks that I put a ring around the camp, 30 feet in diameter. These bluebell stalks will ring if an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead comes within 5 feet of it, and it will wake any of us within the barrier.
Okay.
Nice.
Set that.
In fact, I'm also. So I'm imagining we had this conversation around the campfire. So, oh, you gents go to bed. I'll just be alone with my thoughts for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna stay up for like an hour or two.
Are we setting a watch?
I was gonna leave the alligator to watch. But
Oh yeah.
I'll sit with Mistress Quigley. But
Sure. Mr. Squiggles. Give it an even one. So. Mr. Squiggles.
Squiggly.
Mr. Squiggles.
Yeah.
I mean, I technically don't sleep. Like I remain inert but conscious
Perfect.
in my sentry's rest.
Okay.
I think that would
Nice.
then, if you want to stand outside.
Why didn't you notice a slug crawling in your mouth?
Yeah, totally. And I don't eat or drink or breathe technically. So.
I think I would say that it's your passive perception if you're in sentry mode, not your active perception.
Okay.
What is your passive?
It's not great anyway. It's 13, so
Yeah.
it would have failed.
Well, that should be plenty.
Yeah, but also didn't go in your mouth.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Who knows?
same place the baseball bat goes.
He sleeps in the baseball bat.
The only answer.
Grand. Okay, so you guys can head off to sleep.
Death Star.
So
Just one small.
my only vulnerability is slugs.
Slugs in my butt.
Long exhaust pipe.
Yeah, I think so. Does Phineas have any way of contacting you, or do you think?
Phineas turns up when Phineas wants to turn up.
All right.
He'll contact me by just waking me up and saying, I'm here. Want some moonshine? He comes and goes as he pleases.
Fair enough.
He'll probably know we went out this way. We were talking about it yesterday, so
We were.
might
That's
catch up.
true.
with us.
That's true.
Yeah, you were talking at least about the research camp. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He-
there's no
yeah.
keeping him down. He does his own thing.
The one thing you might know is, so he would know about the research camp. You might want to leave him a small note or something that, just in case, to point him onwards.
Hey, I can't ride.
Would you like me to? You could
Oh, that'd be good.
describe it for you.
Phineas, my uncle and cousin. I would very much appreciate if you continue
Sorry.
on.
Your uncle and cousin.
My uncle and cousin. Yeah.
You're writing to two people.
No.
No.
Same person.
Sorry.
Phineas, my uncle and cousin.
Just realization.
Yeah. You know how similar we are?
My uncle and a cousin. Yes, sorry. Yes, go on.
Very as you know, is an elf. as
Yeah,
well.
no, he's yeah.
Very like
I would very much appreciate if you would continue along the path and start speaking too fast for you to write because I don't know the right pace, and follow us to the place that I've forgotten the name of. What's the place? Where are we going?
the
Well, right now we're in
stillest.
Grumble Hollow, but we're going towards this sink root facility.
Yes.
Excellent.
Follow the. We can leave a trail. What sort of trail should we leave? Follow the alligator print.
Yeah.
You would
Follow
know
Mr.
the,
Squiggle's tail
compass
marks.
points and stuff, so you could give him like a big kind of enough of a picture to follow.
Left at the old.
We can cut
Yeah.
some arrows in the trees
Yeah.
in the back.
Splendid.
Unless that's
Lots
offensive.
of
to
They love when
feral.
Lots of love. You're a bow.
Provides.
Do you want to make your mark there?
Sure.
Perfect. Not cutting them down, just making a little mark.
It's a little bit untamed.
Just make sure
it's
they
not
are
actually
the same.
I've not done it at the right angle, so it's kind of went that way.
Yeah, of
rather
course.
than that way. So.
Splendid.
Nice. Okay.
Just like.
So you guys can all head off to bed. Dole, you're staying up to do like, are you doing anything particular or just doing a kind of check and keeping an eye out?
I'm just having a little moment with Ferroin, I think, or
Okay.
Crewmore, and kind of maybe appealing for some sort of direction or warning, you know, for what's to come.
Roll me a D100.
Whoa!
Sweet.
Divine intervention.
Should roll higher than 1. That's what we're looking for.
I needed 100. 14.
Nice.
Only just.
Good one. Maybe those good.
You speak your words either outwardly or inwardly. Take that quiet moment of contemplation and just feel a stillness. There's a kind of overcastness to the air, but it's not too cold. And you just sort of sit. You can hear the kind of the rustle in the sort of nearby reeds. You feel quite at home in this sort of space. There's maybe not necessarily direct marshland up north, but it's not a million miles away from places that you'd know, and there's a connectedness to that, but you don't get there's no voice returning or anything, but there is a stillness to it.
Yeah, after an hour or two of sitting in that, and provided nothing happens,
Yeah.
I'll just mosey on to bed.
Cool. And then in the night, these three find yourselves back in the same place that you were the night before. The exact same still, tranquil waters.
Still and tranquil.
You feel you have an urge to step forward. You can't.
And as before, we're not able to speak.
Yeah, no
But
worries.
having
But you can still
practiced-
see each other.
Yeah, having practiced and had some experience of reading each other's thoughts, see if that works.
Actually, sorry, I misspoke. You feel the urge to step forward, and you actually can.
You
sorry,
can
to
speak.
clarify.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Sorry,
go
yeah, no,
forward.
I'm mistaken there.
Can't speak, but can move.
Can
So,
move.
and on this occasion, is moving forwards, bringing us closer to the tree.
Gradually, yes.
So whether we're able to exchange thoughts or not, I give these two.
I
a
would
look.
say you probably make me a wisdom save.
Okay. 14. Wisdom save.
I would say you can't necessarily get full sentences, but you can get a feeling, an inclination, a desire through, if that makes sense. So you can't necessarily get a spoken word, but you can communicate to each other by an emotional feeling if you wish to contribute that.
Okay, so I guess I'm trying to communicate that we should go towards the tree, and perhaps particularly directing that to you because it seemed like it might be the same tree that you saw in your vision.
How much of a like a literal physical pull do I sense from the spectral vine?
So the vine is a connection. It is not. The vine is not pulling you. It's like I don't know, like a wire, a cable. Like it's attaching to a power point. It's not. It is not physically pulling you. The desire is something in you that you feel a desire to move forward, but you're not getting dragged. If that makes sense.
Can I physically interact with it?
Sort of gently, yeah. It is still ethereal. You are ethereal, so there's a kind of ghostliness to it, but you can like move it like you're moving a fog almost. It's kind of you can give it a bit of direction.
You maybe hear the word peace coming back if you're to sort of say, or at least me focusing on peace. Maybe some words at last maybe come out as well as you start going towards the tree. I don't know how far I can get, but I think it's been a while since Bo's felt peace.
And that sparks in a recollection about I was told that I would have a choice, and in Gus's vision, our choice was fight or peace. And so peace is the word that I send back to the two of you.
Can I try to sing?
Oh,
You can.
let's sing the song
Roll
again.
a performance.
7, 26.
Are you trying to sing the same song that you heard of the tree the day before?
Yeah.
Beautifully, you can sing. It's actually the first piece of. It has no words, but the sound resonates out, and you can hear it, and the tree echoes back in harmony.
I'm gonna join him in that. I don't do as well, but that's a. That's 12.
Yeah, you can still join in. Maybe not quite as harmoniously, but you do a good job. Takes a bit longer to get keys.
Using that inspiration, but yeah.
Oh. 6.
Takes you a bit longer, but you can get there. You can get the feel and the melody, and you don't get like you do similarly to the night before. Hit a point where you're getting closer, but then all of a sudden you're still moving, but it doesn't. It's almost like you're hitting a barrier. There's a closeness, but not an embrace.
I'm just imagining that meme of the 3 short guys that are like, oh, ah, oh, ha, oh, ha.
I don't know the meme you're talking about. Does anyone know the meme?
I'll need to find it.
You can insert it in the we put it up there. Yeah.
But the overall vibe we're getting here is unthreatening, peaceful. Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd argue though, surely that's what the bugs want us to. Definitely. So, but
Passive.
those characters.
Yeah. All right.
And as the night goes on, you then in turn wake up in the morning. A new day. You guys are no slugs come through.
Come through.
Yep. No orifices are yep.
Those slugs
Breached.
Come through the slugs.
Yep. That's the morning.
That's great.
You guys wake up. You're all long rested. I don't know if you actually need a long rest, but you can take it if you need it.
I'll take it. Yeah, okay.
Are you guys just continuing towards the facility then, or are you wanting to do anything in the morning before you guys?
So I'm going to
head
take a
on?
morning dose of that potion.
You can.
Yeah,
do.
same.
So you guys not? Are you taking a long hit of the potion?
Do we have enough?
We've got enough for one each, so when you take it, it's up to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
I took mine last night.
Do you want
Take the
mine?
risk. No.
You'll leave yours for later? or-
No. I feel like everyone should take one.
Do you want me?
No.
That takes weight.
I've never seen you turn down a drink. Oh, that's...
Aye, but it's... Oh, sorry,
So who took it? Sorry, Oleander and Gus. Oh, you all three did. Okay,
I'll take one as well, actually.
cool. Yeah.
So everyone put
Same.
The three of you would notice as you take it. maybe roll me a perception actually. Maybe give me an actual active perception on it.
Is this for stomach perception?
Yeah. Well,
20.
I'm gonna use a luck point
22.
15.
and built for success. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's fine. To give myself advantage at D4.
nice.
Oh,
13, 1. What was it?
perception.
13. 17.
17? Okay. All three of you would notice after just not too long after taking it that it's very subtle, but there's a loneliness that you just are a bit more aware of than before. You just feel a little like you can hear things maybe slightly crisper. You just feel a little bit less connected.
To each other.
Uh-huh.
Aww.
The nervous laugh.
And we're
gonna
saying
walk
that this terrain is like marsh.
Yeah, it's kind of marsh, moorland. It's you're currently there's a bit of a mix of both. So some is more marshy, but a lot of it's just kind of bracken and heather and dry sort of moorland is a lot of the land, with patches of more boggy, more marshy.
So I can't necessarily lead the way like it was before with the ostrich because I now went back to an alligator. So I was sort of part of the group. But I'm eerily close to Iain or to Oleander, like because I can also share space to some degree. So I'm like almost right by him the whole time. With that loneliness, I almost want to.
With your height, just head to butt cheek.
Yeah, that's it. Not in between the legs every now and then. That's no. I'm just too close.
Do we feel like we got everything from the camp, or do you think is it worth maybe another investigation during the daylight just to see if I can see anything?
Yeah, you can roll
Find
another
anything
investigation
else
just
around the camp.
Or more slit throats. That's it. So
That was a 2, so
No, like you're fairly confident that you've gotten
we've
gotten
gone through
everything.
everything.
So there might be the odd scrap, but nothing like you'd have to be searching through like every piece of paper just like on the hope that it might make any level of sense. And most of it was just notes that didn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Like research notes.
Cool. No worries.
and such.
right, let's bounce ahead.
So we're heading towards the red circle.
So who's leading the way, and do you want to roll me a survival just to see how well, with advantage because of the map, but just to see how well you follow it?
I've got +3 survival.
Go for it.
Ooh, natural 20
Well,
or
and
an 18.
Wow.
No, 23.
23. Nice. So you can manage to follow the kind of route on the map fairly well. Kind of follow it round, and like you're getting closer and closer to this marking on the map, but there is nothing obvious that you see. Like it's just moorland. Like there's no villages. You're in the middle of nowhere here. There's any animals you see, or most of them are quite small. Like there's life, but it's not like the most obvious life. And like you're walking towards this circle point, but there's no like big grand tower that you're seeing ahead of you. It's just more moorland, and you get closer and you get closer until you're basically right up like where it is, almost exactly on it on the map. Do you want to roll me like a perception as you get kind of really right within where it's marked?
Can I use
23.
we're talking?
You can do it, yeah.
16.
Oh, that's so brutal. 11.
Sorry,
11,
23. I said.
23.
Yeah.
13.
You said 30. That's a heck of a plus.
So what was who got above 15? Any other just well,
Oh, about 15. Yeah.
above 15. So the pair of you, the others, you literally just all you see is just sort of very gentle hills, moorland, kind of more and more bracken and whatever that's out ahead. You spot that there's just this little bit where it dips, and almost basically what seems to form as a bit of a sinkhole.
Yeah.
That just seems to drop down, and you can just catch the edges of it as you're getting close.
I point us over towards that direction, especially since what they said in the letter. So it seems like it's a expedition down.
Thick root.
Does the token vibrate at all? No.
Remind me why it
It
vibrates.
vibrates when near old crossroads, fey portals, or ancient shrines. Though only the bearer can feel it. Something of that nature.
No. Well, maybe a very gentle one. Yeah, maybe a little bit. As you get particularly close, maybe very gently, just.
I'll just keep that to myself.
Yeah.
So you pointed out this area. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I fall down the hole.
That's it, right down.
You just go.
Let's
for it.
follow him
Can
now.
I use Mulder to sort of
There's an
uncover?
accident.
You can do. So basically, like as you get close, it looks like whatever this is a relatively recent hole. Like this looks an awful lot like it's just been covered moorland, but the land around seems to shift, maybe a bit of subsidence or such like, that seems to have like uncovered like this sinkhole or something that's formed, and it's revealed this entrance. But you get the vibe just looking at it like that this is pretty recent that this has happened, even just kind of looking over the area. So
Is it straight down or at an angle?
it's more a sort of it sort of goes straight down and then it opens up a little bit into more of like a kind of almost a cave, but I guess a muddy peaty cave. It's not like a rock cave in any way.
Are you going down first then?
So
Yeah.
Nothing for it.
Send him down.
Time to go under the ground.
Sending the heavy hitters first.
I recommend we all get our brass lanterns out.
I would.
Oh, the
Why?
To see.
dark.
That would be a reason. Yeah.
I would really rather we leveled up before I went down this hole.
Well, we can go back and fight like the whole town and kill them all. That blows up.
Find some rats.
Or on the game.
Can I cast before we go down? So I'm going to use Mulder to clear.
yeah,
the
you can do that so that you don't
Yeah,
need
it's a
to worry
nicer-
about
That's
climbing.
just a
You
yeah,
can make
Good
a
idea.
path.
a cantrip.
Nice.
And then locate animals or plants. Describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant. So can I name that slug? That nearly went down his throat. And I'm going
What's
to
his name?
concentrate on the voice. Sebastian the slug.
Sebastian.
So concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings, I learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any are present.
It doesn't say how many there are, just says
But-
closest.
So close
Do you
to
need to know his actual name though?
Sebastian the slug.
Did you just name him that?
Yes.
Right.
But I
Well, I think
mean,
it's
how
that
do people get names? Like,
Yeah, I know.
you're just like, did somebody just name you Ollie?
Yeah.
Do you need the
Like, so. Sorry.
The slugs of these.
You,
Oh yes, but
yeah, you definitely get a pool of sort of down into the earth, maybe 100-200 meters or so, and then you ping, and then it just feels like it moves, and then you feel another, and it moves, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and you start to feel overwhelmed by these different pings of this sort of like. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
So, like,
Oh,
sanity
yeah.
check
It says
from
describe or name. So yeah, I guess you know the
Nice.
description of it.
Oh, that is an. Did you say wisdom saving?
Wisdom saving throw.
10.
You watch as Oleander just faints.
Oleander!
You're no damage, but you just
At your option, can I vomit before I
you
faint?
can vomit
Excellent,
and
thank
yeah. And it's this overwhelming sense of you've named one, but one is connected, and it's a flood of them in your mind.
and the closest one isn't in our bellies, to clarify.
Because they're dead, I think.
No,
Are they dead?
Well,
no, not what you've named. Yeah, by what you named, it would be down there.
yeah.
Oleander!
So
Oleander!
leave-
We've run over to him and just like. Anyone have any like smelling salt?
I cast Goodberry, and I'm going to help him to eat a good berry. Now, we all gives all our food we need anyway, but it may be somewhat helpful to reviving.
I mage hand slap him.
I real life.
You can wake back up. It's momentary, like, but you're back.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What happened?
There's thousands of them down there. Like,
Of those-
too many to count.
Those slugs that
Yes, all connected together somehow.
We were connected. Until
Did
today.
you notice after we took the potion? I don't feel the same connection anymore, did you?
Sorry, I should have anticipated that you would try and go inside the hive mind of the worms. I put my hand on you and give you a bad egg.
So we're starting to think that this worm thing and the connections.
Just as well you didn't let it go inside you. Think of the trouble we would have been in.
Well, clearly then one of them must have inside us.
In my vomit, is there signs of a slug in there?
Roll me an investigation.
In my own vomit. Dang. I get an advantage because it's my own vomit.
It's bad.
It's your own fault.
That's
Do I have advantage on my own vomit?
15.
You can use your bad.
I've seen it so much.
You don't see a slug, no.
No, okay.
Well, then we might have a bit of a problem if there's lots of them down there. How long do we
Maybe if we take
guys?
a lot of fennel down.
Is there lots around? We're in a
We
marsh.
could find some fennel somewhere.
Are you able to use the fennel and elder twine that we have to make some sort of
You weaponize it
Could it-
somehow.
We could-
salve? Something we could protect ourselves
We
with?
could make fake mustaches.
Go on.
made from fennel.
The four
and
of
elephant.
us perhaps
So
have some protection because of the potion. And I mean, I don't know how long it lasts, but you took some last night.
Roll me
That's
a
alright.
nature with advantage.
Come on. 20.
With this little conversation and just it all pinging around, just one very simple thought occurs in your mind. What's in this potion? What are they making it? What have they made it with?
Lots of fennel.
You don't know the exact ratios, but you can get a gist at least
Yeah,
with your
that's right.
expertise.
Okay.
Start shooting venom.
So we could potentially make some more.
You got the alchemist kit.
I do have an alchemist
It
kit.
would take a bit of
Studied
time,
Yeah.
but,
It's not a
but it's
today
not impossible.
issue. So we could go and return. Or, I mean, it feels like we might have
But if we're going
at
down
least
here,
a short while. We could make some initial investigations.
probe the first space.
Okay, so we got these slugs. They're helping you guys communicate, perhaps, sort of thing, connecting your minds. We still don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, maybe they're just giving you extra powers. I don't know.
No, I feel very strongly that it's bad.
All right.
Well, feeling connected is always a good thing.
No, I didn't. I regret the loss of that. But
It depends what you're connected to. You wouldn't want to be connected to death and destruction,
Nah.
would you?
Well, that's a fair point. But listen to me. We had the best harmonies. Now, if we produced this in a way that was ethical, we could make some of the best singing troops ever.
Well, let's put that to one side, perhaps.
That's the only thing
a
I've
bit
seen
of
it
money.
help us do.
I have never dreamed before.
Just standing up, sorry.
No,
Sorry.
okay.
I think I'm still in frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's that? We've come all this way to this red circle, to this underground.
We're not
thing.
going
Did we-
back.
Yeah, I'm up for going in. I don't know. How'd you feel?
I take a short way.
I love it.
You feeling all right? You feeling okay?
Yes, I think we can go down at least for a short while the potion lasts.
Just get to the bottom of this thing, you know.
Luckily, the one that hasn't ingested the potion today is the one that's in the lead.
Great. If I see a slug, I'm gonna step on it. It's not coming after me.
Can we make, if we like cut our clothes or like other things we find, can we make like a face covering that would still be able to be breathed through, but we won't be able to have a slug go in?
And I will wear pants.
Like all we have to do is chop our trousers, make them like shorts, and we have like plenty of resources there.
Speak for yourself.
Well, we can cut your socks down.
I cannot afford this to get any shorter.
But don't worry, I've got two trouser legs. One can work for you.
Amazing. Thank you.
The trousers are manky and probably not been cleaned or really washed properly in a long time.
I'll take my chance.
I You know, maybe I'll just take a leaf out of your book and just try and bite it.
Excellent.
To get close to me.
I rip both sleeves off. I'm going to
Yes.
start and make a.
I mean,
A
for the
massive
avoidance of
socks.
doubt, we certainly shouldn't sleep down here.
No, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
What time of day is it now?
We set up.
Yeah, you set up pretty
first thing.
early, so yeah, like
Yeah.
sort of 10 o'clock, something like that. Yeah.
Let's get down there.
All right.
So importantly, I'm sleeveless. And let's
Yeah.
go down there. Let's go.
Perfect.
Great.
Anyone else going to protect their face at all? All right. I thought it was a good idea. When I'm-
So you guys, kind of coming down this sort of the moved earth and all the rest of it, you can see just at the end or just ahead, there's basically the earth kind of gives way a bit, and there's this really quite beautiful, although absolutely manky at the same time, stonework that is like just at the end of this sort of tunneled space. That's everything shifted, and there's a big crack and kind of gap that definitely people could fit through. That seems to be at the end of this sort of tunnel in the earth, if that. And,
Right.
And also looking around, quite obviously, you can also see that more like the tunnel itself has been worked a little bit. Like someone has made this this earthen movement like a bit easier or bigger than it was before as
Yeah,
well.
okay.
If that makes sense, there is clear
Similar
kind
to
of tooling
the-
marks.
It's a natural split.
Yeah, so
Someone's
whatever happened here was initially natural. The earth moved or whatever, but then it's also been then dug out a little bit further, to be clear, if that makes sense. And there's this kind of basically if you imagine like a dirt tunnel and then wall, and the wall has a big crack in it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Lanterns out. Let's go.
Through the wall.
Do we see signs of, I mean, apart from the ones you were saying, like people going back and forth through, like tracks and.
There's not too much in the way of tracks. I guess there's a bit from people clearly wandering about and like sort of digging or making a bit more space that would be there. There's not a huge amount in and out necessarily that you can obviously see though.
Right, well. Into the breach.
So as you kind of go through this sort of crack into this sort of space, what you find is kind of chambers in a hallway that was clearly once utterly exquisite artistry, like you've never seen before. It's like sort of marble blocks and like almost seamless kind of brickwork all around the edges, golden sort of detailing in different spaces. It was clearly like utterly stunning, but now is just sodden, and there's like water and puddles everywhere. Like there's just water dripping down from cracks because while it once was, it's now with stuff moving and all like the kind of earth around it moving and everything. Like there's just you can see some doorways that have totally collapsed in on themselves. There's a kind of thick mossy carpet basically that's kind of on the ground and growing up the walls and that sort of thing. And the occasional little shaft of light seems to appear from maybe little cracks above or whatnot letting through, but it's fairly dim in general in the kind of
So
space.
this would be what, like a building that has collapsed into the earth or something.
Something like that, yes.
Sunk.
Or something,
Yeah.
Sunk root.
Yeah, vines and things, like almost like creating like banners of vines sort of vibes and stuff like that. But you can see it's basically a hallway and there are some doors off of it. Some of them have totally collapsed in on themselves, some less so, and a kind of a fair amount of water as well. Like
Any
the moss is wet.
symbols or writing that we might recognize?
Roll me perception.
Anyone have proficiency?
I will help you with that, I think. Because yes.
Oh, not 20.
Nice.
I don't help you then.
That's you.
It's 2 nat 20s. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Would have been.
That's 40.
That's it.
So there are some symbols, which make no sense to you. They're not a writing that initially you recognise.
Okay.
But roll me a history. Or a perception, I would say.
2.
2?
Yeah.
Not a clue. Well, at best you can make out some very faint sort of engraved golden lettering on some of the walls, but nothing. It doesn't. It almost feels like it resonates for a second and then it's gone.
Okay. Keep on just exploding down, I suppose.
With that, can I call the others over and say,
Yeah, you can point it out if anyone else.
these gold markings, I feel like there's something here, there's something there, and I just can't figure it out. Anyone know what they are? I'm sure this is important somehow.
Is it in a language any of us would understand?
Roll me either a perception or a history, whichever you'd rather.
25, not 20. 25. For perception, to clarify.
What was 25? Anyone else? Anyone else above a 20?
I'll roll.
Just in case. Mostly means nothing, but just you're looking at it and you've been thinking an awful lot about dreams. And there's just something to the shape of it that reminds you of a dream that you had where you were someone else from somewhen else.
I relay that back, saying, well, months ago I had it explain the dream. I'm not going to go into details about it, but the lettering, at least somewhat, seems familiar, or at least the design seems somewhat familiar to this space and time, where there was violence, there was war, there was people tossing dimensions into our dimension. It was a lot to unravel. A dream that sounds familiar to y'all, I'd say.
Yeah. So, given that that's been pointed out to us, do we also have that?
Yeah, there's a similar recognition. You can't necessarily read it.
No.
But just that same resonance of, like maybe as you were running through the streets of that collapsing city, you just glanced at some of the shop signs or whatever, and it just resonates. Of wait, it's similar at least. It's
You had a date pre-Rend.
Just but. Rend was thousands of years ago.
Were we dreaming of pre-Rend?
Possibly. Or what actually happened in the Rend.
So you're telling me we all had that dream? Because that felt real to me. That felt like I was there.
Real.
I lost brothers in that dream.
That was you? Wait, did we fight together? Wait, hold on. There was a druid there as well. Did you turn into a horse and run and die?
Wait, have we had this conversation before?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
As characters.
I don't think we actually.
I don't know if you
had
ever
characters.
have as characters.
Because we never had anyone actually bring it up.
No.
So, because before we met, so it'd be a bit random for us to then go, by the way, we've all had this dream.
You also, I think, to note, Ross, this was at session 0, so I don't actually know if you were
I wasn't there.
But
As a player, I wasn't there.
you were
But my
there in
character
terms
was
of
there.
as a character.
Yeah.
but
So
realise
I
it's
don't know how
complicated.
much. I don't know what.
You
was a
remember?
tiefling.
Yeah.
He
There
was
was
a
a
tiefling.
there was a
We were all
no.
the same. We're all
there was no tieflings though.
Yeah.
That's
You
worth
were
noting.
something else.
Generally speaking, everyone was a different. Some people were different.
Because you were human, weren't you?
I was an automaton.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we've had similar dreams. We've all had a dream at that stone, and now we've all had a further dream beyond that is the exact same, where we enacted with each other. I think we're connected more than we think.
That is quite unsettling. Yeah, we were the only ones that really fought as a team, weren't we? Like everyone else was just kind of running off doing their own thing, or was it kind of a
There
general
was a bit of a
front?
crowd traveling
Yeah.
because you had a lot. All of you had some kind of maybe connection with you, like a family or a friend that was doing their best in the fight. You were probably the more competent warriors of such during that sort of escapade, but you all had someone with you at the same time. And I guess just as a little thing, roll me a little nature check, Iain, as Oleander, just as you're looking about.
18.
Just it's more of a reinforcement of the same point, but the plant life here, like some of it's really old, like ancient old. Whatever's like, there's probably more recent water with all the sort of movement, but some of this stuff has been here for a long time.
Okay, so we spent 3 hours As you get
Yeah,
every
take some
plant and take
samples,
samples.
please, yeah.
What was the
Cuttings and yeah.
what was the context of that reference to pre-Ren?
Oh yeah, so this was from.
What were you looking at?
Yes, so I found this paper at the camp, and there wasn't much left. It was damaged, but it said something about divine residual matter, believed severed or stored prior to rend, stabilization incomplete.
Divine residual matter.
Yes.
Unstable.
In,
Is what
Un-
sticks out
unstable.
to me.
Anyone who wants to roll me a religion check.
in the dream we had, though, there was what looked like divine intervention.
Right. I'm recalling that now.
21.
6.
Who got above 20? Just one. So, thinking back with the mention of Rend, of the Veil Rend, there's one little thread which maybe you've looked into quite a lot out of your real interest in Faerowyn. There's a million different myths about exactly what happened at that time period. No one really knows. Most of the written history was just... There is no knowledge of what is before then. But there's one fairly consistent thread, which is how people interacted with the gods changed. It can take different stories, different shapes, but there is a distinct change in what divinity meant or looked like in the world, following whatever the Veil Rend was.
As in, the gods used to walk among us and now taking a step back, that sort of thing.
So
Or
not
do we
quite.
not know?
So there is. So there
Or
are.
do we not know?
So
Yeah, okay.
more. Yeah. More just there's a. Yeah. I'll stay vague because I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, there is definitely a distinct change, at least in that period. That's the consistency in every story you can find about Faerowyn. There's something like it, almost creation narrative in those moments.
But if this team thought that there was something left behind from that rend,
Right.
something that was itself divine,
Yeah.
then of course they would be looking after it, trying to find it, and I mean, for what purposes we don't know, but if something like that would be of immense, immeasurable power.
From my understanding, it would be one of a kind. The gods have stopped communicating with us in that manner. To my understanding, from what I can glean and read and understand and research, and from my communications with Faerowyn and the way that I commune with him nowadays, it's almost certain that whatever happened here and however it would have worked would be unlike anything that we experience in our days now.
I mean, it may just be a myth, they're chasing after fairy tales, but
I mean, these
Extreme.
writings on the wall seem to suggest. And I mean, you were talking about these plants here.
And then the very insects that you stopped, or slugs that you didn't ingest, if they're down here in mass number, then maybe they're really old as well.
Could be.
A remnant of what was once before. Stored away
Could be.
by nature, by the gods.
Is there any way with my proclivities that I could sense any good or evil with this kind of slug species? Like what their intentions are?
Have you got any ability? Any
Do you have any
paladin-y
divine
ones?
sense?
Right.
You could use divine sense, I guess.
Like whether it's kind of like whether they're doing it for good or whether it's kind of like an evil trying to take over, or what they want for their host, or if they're using their hosts.
I think without necessarily without directly, if you're directly
Interfacing,
interacting
yeah,
with
yeah,
them,
yeah.
then you might be able to. But just as a sense, as you're in this place,
From everything that I've
yeah,
experienced,
it's hard to say. Like, you're not necessarily getting that they're wildly, these are horribly evil things,
yeah.
but you're also not necessarily getting a clear, sense
So
of
they
their.
seem God-given or like connected.
It's hard to say.
Okay.
I think. I'm afraid.
I guess we keep going unless. You got something else?
So when it comes to this, or I say,
There is one tiny detail, and this it's probably important, but I've gotten my own lore slightly wrong, which is just probably important to note. So the PV on the map actually is post vernaculum, which is a time of fabrication. The rend is a thing that's known about, but it's from ancient history.
Even before
it's
then.
before that. So there's the rend, which is basically the start. No one knows anything before the rend. Then there's this time which is known as the Age of Myth, where the gods are said to walk among, and then there is this moment of sometimes referred to as the fabrication, which is the turning point where the gods disappear. So this is like there's steps here in the lore, and that's relatively well known. But I just got my terminologies mixed up because I forgot that PV didn't mean what. Anyway, so yeah.
It's almost like it's a
so
massive
this is
limit.
really ancient, basically. Post Veil Rend, pre Veil Rend is really long ago. There's this window called the Age of Myth when the gods walked among, and then the dating calendar comes from the point where the gods disappear in this thing called the fabrication. They're still divine intervention, but they just don't walk among people like they did before it. So this is before the gods were known to be walking the earth. Anytime you're talking about the Veil Rend. Just to clarify that, I realise I don't want to lore dump too much, but...
Can I cast Detect Magic? See if there's any sense of which of these doors off this hallway or might be of more interest than others.
Isn't just a cracked.
So I think we've been through the
Yeah,
crack.
you're in the hallway, I think. So what's the range on Detect Magic?
30 feet, but it is blocked by a foot of stone as well.
You're not. So some of the doorways are just completely collapsed in.
Mm-hmm.
There is one that does seem to give a faint magical aura that you would note. That's just you can see a very faint glow through the doorway, and that seems to be the only one on this level that you can notice.
Okay.
So there's basically this hallway that kind of stretches out. There's a handful of doors off of it, and then there's this staircase that seems to wind further down.
Goes down, yeah.
I'm supposed to explore through some of, if not most of the doors in this level.
Yeah. So there seems to be something magical through this door.
Yeah.
Should I smash it down?
Although it's not for like.
Is that one of the ones that's
the
spoken around?
slugs, can I just use divine sense to see if this place is necessarily good or evil, has fey or
What's the range on it, and what?
60 feet?
60
so like,
feet.
within 60 feet radius, just knowing what's.
What's
the
it?
vibe
Fey, fiend, undead.
So it's also the presence of strong evil registers on your senses, like a noxious odor or powerful good rings like heavenly music. So it's fey, fiend, celestial, or undead within 60 feet, and then you also know within the same radius the presence of any place or object that's been consecrated or desecrated.
No consecration, no desecration. You would get below you a sense of undead.
Right. I have a feeling there's some.
It's at the very edge of that range, but
Yeah.
just.
There's some unholy powers not too far beneath us here, gents.
You're equipped to deal with that.
I'm equipped to deal with a certain amount of that.
We're not. Let's explore this level, see if we can get anything that will help us down there. I don't think we should go into without some form of protection. Better weapons.
Is the door where there's magic, is that broken down already?
So like basically all of them, you get the impression that maybe they once had maybe a wooden door or something, and the wood has basically all but rotted away. So the ones you can't get in are just because earth has collapsed in on them, and like they're just filled with rubble. But you could get through the doorway without any issue, essentially.
Can I try the door?
Yeah, so looking into that one where you kind of saw that glow coming from, you would see this chamber which kind of stretches out ahead. There's basically some equipment and stuff that seems to kind of line the sides. Most of it's worn, but they're like, there's the same moss and water and all the rest of it, like that you would expect everywhere else. Some of it's made of kind of metal that's, although rusted, you can still get the kind of vibe of it. There's bits of glass and stuff around it. But at the end of the room, so at the far end of the chamber, you can notice the remains of a long dead skeleton who lies kind of slumped across the damp stone, bones kind of yellow and brittled with age. There are no remains of clothing or anything like that would have rotted away by this point. The body's position is kind of oddly outstretched, and one hand seems to be leaning towards a patch of stone that is scratched with 4 crude numbers: 06, 68, 88, and 98. And then just beyond, a kind of moss-flecked stone container is embedded in the floor. So it's almost like a kind of stone safe in the floor is the best way to describe it. And it's flush with the surrounding stone, and set into it are 6 kind of rotary dials. So like, that almost like those kind of clocks that tick forward.
Nice.
Like, but you can, or like a lock, I guess that's a better way to describe it. Like like the tumbling locks, essentially. Each marked with double digits, all resting at 00.
So 08, 68, 88, and 98. Is that correct?
06, wasn't it?
Wait.
06, 68, 88, and 98 are the ones scratched on the floor. And then around the chamber, the shelves and benches sag from the weight of time. There's rusted instruments, scattered glassware, faded sigils from work that was maybe once done here long ago.
And what is it within the room that's glowing?
Something in that
The safe.
faintly within the safe. You can really just make it out because of the stone. Just.
Are the tumblers, or the combination things in an order, like left to right, or are they?
They're all at 00. So there's like a
Right.
row of them. There's a row-
They are in a row.
There's a row
there's
of
6
them.
instead of
Oh,
so
it's
just
6
try
basically
those
pairs
numbers.
of double
Yeah.
zeros.
I mean, I guess we
Six
just tried it.
pairs.
6 pairs.
Do we do it in order?
Yeah. So there's.
Well, we've only got 4.
Oh, we've
Yeah,
got
we've only
4.
got 4
You're
of the
right.
6.
You're right. You're right.
So it's
Is
probably a
it-
sequence. So you said it was like.
Sugar.
Did you see the remains of someone that had
Yeah, there seems to be like
protected and
the
scrawling them?
yeah,
Scratching
yeah on
the
the ground,
numbers,
yeah. Scratched on the ground.
How recent does the corpse look?
Like
Like
ancient.
ancient as well.
Yeah, if anything, it's amazing that it's still around. Let's just not
Because
question
you're
that
taking
too hard
notice.
and say it's there for the puzzle purposes.
Possibly just because of how dry it is.
Yeah, the environment,
Yeah,
because
when-
water,
when it is,
it
sorry.
was
Preserved
for a
the
long time,
bones.
and then it's more recent that the water got in. Yeah, we're going to explain it with that.
It's a bit like St. Cuthbert's body
Exactly.
in a different.
Universe.
I was thinking that exactly. With my
So
eighth
we need
intelligence,
2 more.
I think we need 2 more double digits. So it's a sequence, I imagine. But my character is very little.
Would it be obvious if we turn one of them to the correct number that it's correct, or we'll need all 6?
So there's like I guess just to maybe note as well, there's like a kind of like a sort of confirmation button at the end, let's call it that, just to sort of
Yeah, the
once
whole
you've
thing.
set it, once you've set
Nice.
the your order.
Anything else around here that has digits on it?
Nothing is special. You can roll me an investigation check actually, just in case you
Everyone?
spot some. Whoever's leading the charge on the investigation, and anyone who wants to help.
How did you describe that the numbers were set out again?
They're just scrawled on the floor.
In a line.
So there's the basically the floor safe, if we want to call it that, the stone safe, which has this row of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, like 6 pairs of double zeros. But then on the floor next to it is this sort of skeleton who is scrawled out 06, 68, 88, 98.
But how is that scrolled out?
Just
it
erratically
in-
on the
In a
floor.
li- or just in any...
Yeah, they're not necessarily
Not
next to each other in a row. They're
Oh,
just
really?
scrawled out.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
So the order of.
So we don't know.
it's not guaranteed that they are it. No.
Oh dear.
So was somebody helping that investigation?
I can't. Someone have proficiency in?
I'm assuming Ollie is.
In investigation, yeah. I can
So
help.
did that give me advantage? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I rolled 20 in that case, which is a 20 because I'm plus 0.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. I heard.
So you look around the room. There are no other obvious numbers in the room, and you get the sense that the numbers definitely aren't in order. There's just something about the as you're thinking
the
through
layouts.
patterns,
Yeah.
that just you can't think of any with fair confidence any number pattern that means that it's going to go these exact
And
numbers.
also, the 6 is upside down.
Yeah, 68
They
upside
could all be
down.
upside down.
Yeah, they split to the other
68
side.
could be
86.
89,
And
and
you only need to find
98
five
could
things.
be 86.
It's all 8s and 6s and 9s.
You getting it?
Okay.
That's something. Or 90.
So we've got 8 numbers now.
Nine.
Oh, so we don't because 68.
Yeah, 6.
No, we got.
And that would be
89.
89, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be
98.
89. Yeah, flipped. So,
So-
there we go.
They're all. They can
So the
all be
last
flipped.
one's, so it's 90's the last one.
There's 6 though.
86.
There's no.
88,
Yeah, so
88 would be
88
the
your
same
middle
up
point.
and down.
That's your midpoint.
88
Yeah, but there's 6
is
blocks
1.
and 5.
So there's no
Yeah.
more.
So there's 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4.
So if you cut.
3.
Oh no.
Yeah, so 0, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8, 9, 8.
6.
Then it'd be 60.
Yeah, so we've got
90,
7.
sorry.
7 possible.
7.
So 0, 6 and 9, 0. Yeah.
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 6, 8.
89,
and 8,
68, 86, 98, and 88.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
88 upside down is just 88.
You're upside down, say 8. 6, 68.
So do we put them in just in order ascending?
Zero.
Should we ignore
Ascending
06? Like numerical.
Yes.
Oh,
ascending
from lowest to
order.
highest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the odd one out is
68.
88 because it works both ways around. So maybe we miss that one out and put the other 6 in.
I was thinking
What's
miss
that?
out 06.
Just
Just
imagine 89. Did you say 89?
No, I said 88.
So 89 is the only odd number.
that's true. I like that.
So what are you guys thinking? What's the?
We're trying. We're trying. Like,
But do we try them in numerical order 06, 68, 86, 90, 98?
what would you-
88, 90, 98.
Yeah.
Where's the 86 though? Because we're not at, everything else we've got through flipping.
86 is flip. Oh.
It's not flipping.
No,
Yes,
that's
that's 89.
80,
That's 88.
98 flip
I've
is
become
It's
about
86,
Yeah,
yeah.
rotating them.
Yeah, it's just rotating them, but we then just split the numbers entirely, which we've not, which this hasn't shown. So we're going by this.
Is it not like
0,
how-
6,
what would they look
6, 8,
like
8, 8,
from the other side?
Roll me a perception. Anyone who wants to looking for the
So there
theme.
would be 86, 89,
20 not
and
natural.
garbage.
So looking over the scene with the skeleton looks like they've written them from one angle.
Yeah, so you can look at it at any angle you want.
So this
but
is
still-
No, they've
not
written
just
them from
wrote it.
So
from
as
one
in,
angle.
As in this,
Intentionally.
this is not the upside down thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not
Right,
No, no.
the skeleton was getting at.
Well,
so.
so it's more like whatever way that they've written them all at the same angle.
Yeah.
So they're either all one way or they're all the other way.
Right, okay.
Like so that you're not getting
So it's
you're not
either
splitting some to be up
06,
one way and one out.
88,
If that makes sense.
98,
Yeah.
or it's 86, 88, 89, 90.
And we
Yeah.
still need another 2 digits, which might
Wait.
be elsewhere. And
If it is the other way around, is it not just...
89, 88, 86. It's not 86.
Oh, yeah.
but it's almost going in not numerical order.
Yeah,
It's
you're
86,
absolutely right.
88, 89,
It's missing
90.
87.
It's missing
87.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
what,
you're
85?
right.
Would that be the other one? If it's making 5, 6
Why did
pairs.
they
86.
skip one? Why
What?
did they skip 87?
But what I'm saying, if it is upside
They
down,
just
there
haven't
is
worked out, yeah.
an ascending
There,
order.
there are 6 numbers you can put. There are
Yeah.
there are 6
88,
slots and there are
89.
4 numbers you've currently got.
Do we add 87, 85 and call it a day?
that would make an order that goes up.
So 87 would
I like
definitely
that.
be there, and then it would be either 85 or
Or
91.
91.
I think
But if
both
you-
of those would be worth
Yeah.
trying.
She was going for a flush.
So should we
But
try?
if we get it
Sorry,
wrong,
sorry,
there's
sorry.
something bad.
But the other way doesn't make any sense. Like, there's no way you
Yeah,
can
we
do
get this
more of
wrong.
it.
Are we-
That's
It's this whole, it's this, the whole
we
thing
get
we're
wrong
going
when
to
we get
start.
right.
Well, no, they
How-
could have
how
run
did she
out of
die?
time before they wrote 91.
Yeah, but they missed 87 then, if that was the case, because
They
there's not
might
an
have
order.
missed
otherwise.
87.
So should we try that? 85, 86, 87, 88,
She worked
89,
this
and
out.
90.
How did she work this out? What was she
Trial
up
and
to?
error.
What was she up to?
A long,
Because
long
if it's
time
trial
ago.
and
Who
error,
knows?
We can feel this many.
But obviously, she wasn't good.
If it's not trial and error,
Like,
we're screwed.
All right. And then we press the confirmation.
There's an order.
You've gone for
What have we gone for?
numbers
85 through 90.
Who's the
So we
smartest?
start with 85 to 90. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the
I'm
smartest?
happy with
in the
that, but whatever,
Me.
as long as we
party?
set
It's
this.
not me.
So Ollie,
No. Plus
Yeah.
1.
No.
It's Phineas.
Zero.
it's finishing out
so
here.
Oleander pressed the button, right? Okay.
Ollie, I'm
Yeah.
in charge.
Did you?
So it's 85 to 90 is what we've done here.
He's the
Yeah,
smartest.
85 to 90,
All right.
and with that, the safe door just goes.
Oh!
We see.
All right.
And that almost worked
Let's
too.
go.
That's
Well
awesome.
done.
There you go.
Good job, team.
Smart.
Good job.
There we go. And inside the safe,
There's a mimic. No.
Yeah.
you would see. So there is a pendant that you would see in there. There is a lot of gold coins that bear this really like. It's a design on it that you've never seen. It's this kind of regal, like almost vined crown. No dates on it that you can obviously see. And there is like a kind of vellum scroll in there as well. Oh, and sorry, there's one other. There's also like a small like coil of wood.
Coil of wood.
Yeah, like a wooden coil. That's the best way I can describe it.
And which of these things, if any, are glowing with the detect magic?
The coil of wood and the pendant are both.
Is there with a spellcasting focus potential?
Anyone good at Arcana? Want to roll?
You can take some time to like look them over and try and with an Arcana check or
I got
a
nothing.
short rest,
We have identified. Obviously.
or identify if you
Yeah,
wish.
identify for sure.
What does
Cool.
the
You can do that
scroll say?
ritually anyway, can't you? It just takes a bit of time.
On what?
So with identify,
coil.
you identify them as
Ritually doesn't cost.
Or both of them. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dear.
So there is
Ritually doesn't cost you a spell.
yeah. Do it, if you do it ritually. There is so the pendant is known as the pendant of the vine. If you want to look that up, is on D&D Beyond, and the coil of wood is a knotwood coil.
So what's it made of then if it's not wood?
Not that.
Is not what coil what in particular it could do, or is it just a?
Both of them are magical items. If you look them up on D&D Beyond, you can see exactly what they do.
What does the vellum scroll?
Oh,
say?
I can give you the description. I realise not everyone has D&D Beyond, so.
Well, certainly
it
it's
occurred
not
to me.
necessarily great at the moment.
Oh, true. It's good to
Yeah.
Let me actually give you the description. Then.
Sure.
Not wood.
It's not wood.
It's growing on me.
It's like it's a mustache. Didn't like it at first, but
Yeah.
Hey,
Give me 1 second while I pull these up.
not wood.
how we laughed.
What was the other? Something pendant. Nice.
Pendant of the vine.
Pendant of the vine.
Comma.
Pendant of the vine.
Of the vine.
And what was the thing called?
Not wood.
It's not wood. What is it?
Not wood.
Yeah,
We got a kind of gold.
Not wood. What?
10.
Coil.
How much gold?
So about
Many.
about 200 golds worth,
Shotgun.
but in a very
not
in
hard.
quite
I'll
an
take that.
ancient
Hey,
currency.
No chance, mate.
Absolutely not.
But
Yeah,
listen,
take
listen.
gold.
These ancient gold
That's
teachers are going to be worth a lot more
What,
than.
since the first session? No.
Yeah, put it in
That
his
was
belly.
established.
Yeah, put it in his belly.
Yeah, he's
For the sake of
Put it in his ass.
for the sake of simplicity, consider them like 200 gold worth in modern like
Oh,
you
okay.
could exchange. They might not be exactly 200 gold coins, but they're worth 200 gold.
I would like
Yeah.
to have a scene where we have to go back and get them properly appraised.
Yeah.
And
You can try that
Spend
if
the
you want
whole
to blag
session,
it.
work out where the guy's trying to rip us off.
Yeah.
See if there's like maybe some kind of auction. We
We
could
do Antiques Roadshow with our
Yeah,
coins.
yeah. Great. Antiques Roadshow these
I
coins.
found these in the attic, and I was wondering what they were.
What they might be worth.
No, I didn't know they were worth anything.
Okay.
Really, myself.
Of course, I would
So,
never sell them. Like sentimental
Okay,
value.
I've got them. So, knotwood coil, wondrous item, rare, requires attunement by a bard.
Yo.
Oh,
This
me.
this vine carved relic coils around the arm or the shoulder, grown from magically resonant wood from an ancient pre-veil rend scholars. It hums with arcane energy, particularly in places steeped in old divinity. Can be used as a spell focus. Has 2 charges, which it regains at dawn. It can use 1 charge for active inspiration. When a creature you can see within 60 feet
fails an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, you can use a reaction and expend 1 charge and 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to allow the creature to add Bardic Inspiration to the die immediately, turning it into a success, if that makes sense. The other alternative use is also 1 charge, Arcane Rebound. When you cast a Bard level 1 spell or higher, you can expend 1 charge to immediately regain 1 first level spell slot. Can't use this feature while silenced or incapacitated. Final detail, you gain a +1 to Arcana and History checks.
Nice.
So,
Sweet.
How long would it take me to attune to that?
short rest. You just need a short rest to attune to that. Pendant of the Vine.
Oh,
Spoilers.
So Pendant of the Vine. You did identify on that too, didn't you? Yeah. Pendant of the Vine. So again, rare item. It should actually say pendant, not circlet, but that's okay. This pendant is a living vine and polished root that once rested in a containment vault deep within an overground ruin. I'm not sure why I wrote that. Anyway, delicate filaments on its base shift gently when worn, bonding fatally to the wearer's neck. So, while attuned, you gain these benefits. Botanist Understanding, you have advantage on intelligence, nature, or wisdom survival checks related to plants, fungi, and natural poisons. You can also identify common and magical plants after 1 minute of examination, as if you'd cast the identify spell on them.
Well, that obviously suits me then.
Verdant Communication, you can cast Speak with Plants once per long rest without expelling a spell slot. And then Symbiotic Resistance, when you cast a spell that restores hit points, you can choose 1 target of the spell. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to your Wisdom modifier. You can use that once per turn.
Nice. Once per turn.
So if you're healing, you would add Wisdom modifier on it once per turn.
That's great.
If that makes sense.
What would the wearer of that get advantage on? The first bit.
So advantage on nature or wisdom checks related to plants, fungi, and natural poisons.
I'm not fun.
I mean, you can send that whole description to.
Yeah.
You can print it off so we can look at it.
They are all on D&D Beyond if you want to. If once you've got Signal as well. So.
that's for the one we did with Patent.
Grand.
Just to get stats. To get counts.
And it's round your neck that the vine, the pin.
Yeah.
Like a white shade.
Yeah.
And it kind of. I wonder if it looked good with a tie.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Or weave your tie into it.
So the Velen Skull, does someone want to make me an Arcana check as they look it over?
Absolutely not.
Well, you put +1 on Arcana, haven't you?
I do now.
I would like to do
Oh
it.
no, I'm not attuned yet.
Okay.
What's my Arcana? -1. That's
It's
a
like it's
17.
Can I get
no, it's 17.
22 on Arcana?
Okay, yeah, you can
So,
do it.
so like there is some writing in it. Really hard to work out what on earth it's on about. But from some of the drawings, it seems to be a lot of drawings about almost like divinely infused biology is the best way I can describe it.
Would you describe it as divine residual matter?
That might be an alternative way of wording it. It's clearly research notes as well.
Oh, I love
old?
research links.
Very old.
It was in the safe, and
The safe is like 4,000 years old.
the safe is very old.
At least.
What happened?
It's in
with
good
the-
working
the
order.
200 gold.
Yeah, I know.
They
Well-
don't
well
fix
made.
the
Disintegrates.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's good.
Well made.
What did we do with the 200 gold worth of stuff?
We had to take it and get it priced.
Who's holding
Somebody-
on to it for now?
Well, you,
Everything
obviously.
we hold. Yeah, it's
Right,
like
yeah.
but
But it's in a separate escrow account until it's appraised
Yeah,
properly.
exactly.
And then we're going
I'll
to have
put
an
it in
auction
You can hold on to it.
That's
and
still
perhaps a museum tour.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So we know.
Because
I'm pretty sure John's already stole it. So, like,
he's not even here.
well, I mean, the stuff that was already in there is what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went on ahead of us.
he excavated his asshole.
No, he took it all out.
dig up
Remember when
gold?
we did the dreams? He popped everything out. So John's already got a chunk. I'm fairly sure of
He
that.
can't
Of all of our gold that we gave him.
Yeah.
So just as well as not here.
Is that canon?
I'm fairly sure. Maybe I'm not correct with that, but John's got a lot of money.
That's the DM.
As far as you're aware,
No,
John has not stolen any gold from you.
I'm not aware of that. Yeah. But
He
I'm
said
not
it in the
aware
shop
of
with
that.
us literally last session.
Did he?
He said in the shop, well, you're the one that keeps, because we're debating about the money that was in the thing, because he wanted to take it as well. And he was giving away the fact that he'd already stolen more.
There have been a few occasions where money might have been handed over, and for some reason you let the rogue be the one that primarily divvied out the money that went out.
Ah, okay.
If that makes sense. He's not pinched anything from your pockets,
Sensible.
but
No,
Yeah.
no.
whether or not you've got an even share, I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
confirm or deny.
I think some kind of museum tour
Yes.
ultimately would be more valuable. People come see it because it's for 4,000-year-old currency.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, come on.
It's priceless.
Will we get that back to Eversmook?
Imagine selling that for 200 GP.
No. That's not happening.
Okay.
Did you also take some clippings of the?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you noted that?
Clipping up to the hoo-ha.
Get all your clippings, man. Okay. Next
So-
room. Do we have next room?
Nice. So there's a couple more on this floor. I guess just in any particular order as you're wanting to go along.
Sorry, can I just say that I'm using my forager's blade to take the clippings and cuttings
Okay, even more.
Good to know.
of old plants,
which
which will glow blue if any of them are poisonous.
Oh, nice.
Just saying.
So, looking in kind of the first room just along, you would see a bunch of very rusted old bed frames, like overgrown with moss, and a handful of like very rusted lockers at the end of some of those beds. It's clearly the remains of what was maybe once some kind of dormitory.
Well,
Try and open the locker.
We wouldn't possibly disturb the belongings of the dead. So
I'm already there. I'm already going through.
we don't
Are you
necessarily
trying to use strength or thieves tools?
Strength.
Okay, roll me
Maybe
athletics.
There might be life forms that live for a very, very long time.
maybe.
Plants survived this long, so.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
a bee about here and like that spreading.
19.
19. You can smash open those. There's maybe two of them, two lockers, kind of in the space. So between them in one, you do find a kind of potion with a kind of ready liquid in it, sealed. And in the other, you'd find the remains of a notebook, which you can roll me Arcana or Nature on.
Cool.
You proud of yourself?
Yeah, well, they're not. I'm not using it anymore. Hey, you want this potion? I chuck it to you.
Just neck it. See what happens.
That's something we figured
14,
out.
14 nature.
So this one has maybe sketches of like kind of what seem to be almost like symbiotic plants and animals, kind of biological again in nature.
I can pass on again. That's all that.
I hand the notebook to Oleander.
Everything gets passed on.
And just
This
like,
will make for a fascinating paper. I can't wait for the Royal Society to read about all of this. Can you
hey,
imagine?
this has some
Quite excited.
sketches of like symbiotic plants and animals. I like
Grief.
some sort of maybe it ties in with the infusing divine biology or whatever it was.
Possibly.
You know, I was thinking the exact same thing.
You
Next
were.
room?
I could tell.
So there's only one other space on this level that you can get into, the doorway is actually kind of like with the way that the stone's fallen over, you could just squeeze your way in, but it's kind of half covered.
Maybe Bo, you should go in because you're quite small.
Yeah.
You can squeeze your way in. Maybe roll me athletics or acrobatics to squeeze your way through.
19 plus, I assume.
Yeah, that's
I
no
shall
problem.
work by
23.
kicking him in.
Yeah. Give them a boot. So in this room, like the floor, actually there's a fair amount of water running through this room, just from cracks in the wall that's sort of flowing and seem to be flowing downwards from here. The room itself is fairly barren. There's not much of that you can at least make out what exactly it once was in it. the thing that's probably of most note is that there's basically what seems to be a large pane of glass in this room that's looking downwards to utter pitch blackness down below. The glass itself is just covered in moss and vines and all the rest of it. You can, it's so murky and it's dark beyond it, and it's almost impossible to see through.
Even with the lantern out.
Yeah, even with the lantern out, you can barely make out anything at all. It seems quite a drop down to whatever's below.
Well, I've already been hinted at there's something undead below, so I'm going to be very careful.
Yeah.
And walk very slowly.
But that's pretty much all that there's in there is this pane of glass, and then.
Is it the whole floor, or is there edges where there's nothing?
No. So the regular stone floor, it's more just that there's like
a window,
like almost like a window.
Okay, cool. Okay, no worries. Well, guys, I don't know if the floor below is where you sense the undead, but there's like utter darkness and whatever's below the room in here. I don't know if we break that window, if we'd be able to attack stuff down there from a distance, if that makes sense. If there is anything down there, but we wouldn't be able to figure it out myself.
It's up to you, whatever you want to do.
You got any bombs?
We did think that there were stairs going.
Yeah, there are also stairs as well. It's also the nature of how tight that crack was. You can't guarantee that all of you would necessarily make it through.
Well, the alligator's not done through, that's for sure.
Oh, into the room in the first place.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is there nothing else in that room?
Yeah, I don't think I'd give it.
I saw literally just a small window in the floor.
It's the window.
Looked down to darkness, a lot of darkness. Couldn't even see it through it with the lantern.
All right.
Give me your baseball bat.
I'll give you a dagger.
I don't think I'll break through it the same way.
Come on back through. We'll play somewhere else.
Should I just shatter it?
I was going to say, as I'm going through, I'm going to shoot an arrow at it, see if it breaks, see if the darkness spreads out through the room. Go for it.
Good. Yeah.
You can shoot an arrow at it. You don't even need to aim. You can hit it. The glass just shatters, and you hear it, the tinkle of it sort of smashing
And there's
on the ground
no other
below.
sound of things in there.
Nothing obvious, no.
Okay, but we do hear it.
It does actually. It splashes as it hits the floor.
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you get a sense of how far it?
I don't think I'm intelligent enough to figure that out.
Yeah, it was a fair distance for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it might be a fast way down. Jump it.
I think I'd rather walk.
If I can get the alligator through there, that'd actually be pretty sick. Let's go the long way. Yeah.
Oh yes, the running water. Does it lead somewhere? Is it like a flume? Is that what he did this?
Well, clearly nobody's been down that way because there's a pane of glass. Whereas people have been down to the room below where there is undead. So
How fresh is the glass?
No, but what I mean by
like
that is if we're
the
going
glass
down
is as old as
the
the
water
place
probably
is.
safer than going
Yeah.
down into a room full of undead because it will be going past them because they don't win that one. Sure.
I think we can take some undead.
I highly doubt there's undead swimming down there. They're either right at the very bottom. So,
We don't
It
know
could
that.
be like an inch of water.
maybe it's undead, like
Undead
dolphins or
mermaids.
something, who knows? So, yeah, undead mermaids. Are probably
Zombie
better.
mermaids.
Undead.
Zombie alligators. Oh my
Um,
goodness, that'd be sick.
Leeches.
Roll me a perception for Gus.
17.
There's something about just even the little glimmer of what you can see through the crack looking through. You could not fit through this crack. I think you're too big for sure out of everyone in the group. But it does remind you of a place that you saw just the day before. There's something to the shape of the architecture as you're looking through.
So is that in the dream with the wine, to clarify?
I guess the only way is the stairs then. Or is there another?
You sharing that insight, Gus?
I'm going to go back through and look at the walls, shining up the
Sorry.
light to it. Sorry, just in case there is like other imagery that might stand out to me, if that makes sense. So I was looking very clearly in the hole. But is there imagery on the walls that is different from the other rooms, or is it just all the same, more the same?
from what you can see, it's hard to illuminate because you're quite high up. Like, it's
No, the room that's
In the
actually
room
in
that you're
there.
in.
The room where the glass pane was before I shot it. He'll be able to fit through.
Yeah, no.
But is that room just normal?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's similar to layout to all the others you've seen.
Now remember, we have a choice. If Gus's vision is correct of peace, as well as a choice of fight.
That is more fun.
Well, it's not always the sense.
Their idea of peace might not be so peaceful.
If
All I'm saying is, let's not rush into things.
All right.
But the question is peace an option for us or for them? Because if these things are undead and maybe there's bugs in them, like we figured out there's bugs in us.
Did we figure that out?
I thought that's what happened when we took the salve earlier on.
There was
We
a
found the disconnect.
Where did you know it was bugs?
it's
Or-
a strong
The reason why
theory.
we
We
took it was
haven't
the
proved
fact
it.
that, yeah.
Because we don't know that the bug was what was.
But that's why we took the potion in the first place.
I would note that you have done you did divine sense in the village. I'm pretty certain,
Yep.
and did not get a sense
Oh,
of
okay.
undead.
I mean,
Just
Yep.
to clarify that.
Yeah, okay. Never mind that.
Right.
So, downstairs.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
There's-
I'll leave the
Goes out.
Yeah, I guess I hold my lantern up in one hand and my sword in the other, and I'll go first.
Nice. So as you're kind of making your way, like, it's quite slippy, like, because there's water. The pools that have been on this upper level seem to just start to flow down, and like it spirals a fair distance down to the next level that's below.
Would you say approximately 60 feet?
I would say roughly approximately 60 feet. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyone else want to go
That
first?
bottom level, like you're talking up to like it's difficult terrain. You're talking up to like your ankles, like maybe up nearly up to your knees at points in water.
What if I have equal movement in water?
Then you're okay. But anyone who doesn't is it's tricky to move about in. Roll me like a perception check as well as you look
Is there
around.
anyone behind me that's like helping me with this? Sure. Nice, thank you for that.
Slap on the back.
Stuff.
And a body.
It's pretty good to start with, though. So perception's an 18.
Even looking around with your kind of light and such like, it feels more unstable than the place did above, in that there's a kind of, you would probably want to be careful here because just stuff is holding itself together but not as well. Like there's the weight of all that's above it, and with the water that's come in and all the subsidence, this lower level is definitely way more insecure than the one above it was, and could, if kind of anyone was too reckless, it could start to collapse, at least in parts, for sure.
And does this look like it's an extension of the house that someone's dug in, or is it like someone's dug into the next section of that cave?
So it's a continuation. This seems like the actual design of the stonework and stuff is the same as above. So it feels like it was all one place long ago. It's the same kind of ruin and moss and kind of mold and all the rest. Well, yeah, kind of vibes to it. But it's the same. Like the stairs were original. You would be fairly confident in, sort of thing.
Okay, I'll briefly glance back and say, right, gentle guys, this part doesn't seem as if it's as stable as the last. So keep that bat holstered.
All right. I will smash any walls.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Cut that. Cut that.
So water's up to our knees, right?
Water is up to your knees. The ceiling sags and there's bits that break down at places, so it's actually like there's pits that are quite low. Roll me like a nature investigation check as you move through it, just to be like aware of, like careful, or even perception, but just for each of you as you're going to just make
Each of us?
sure you're.
Okay.
Actually,
15.
no, yeah. Maybe make that a dex save, just to.
Everyone?
Yeah, just to see how dexterously you move about the
As an
place.
alternative, as I'm walking, I'm just going to use shaped water to keep my feet dry.
That's just fair enough. You
just
can do
like
that.
nice.
That's no worries. I'll let you do that.
Is the water deep enough for the alligator to like swim in?
Yeah, probably.
Or just
Yeah,
on the top of the alligator?
Okay.
I've got a 16 anyway,
that's fair.
but
No worries.
so
50.
this is like the main reason I made this.
15.
So
Nice.
we get some swimming section.
You're in your,
That's 17.
in your element.
Let's go.
Literally.
Yeah.
Flat 17.
Did anyone get below a 12?
Nope.
Okay. So with a little bit of careful and caution, you manage to kind of make your way about. Like, you really do have to be quite careful in places. There is a lot of water. You're trying to not pull on vines or anything because it really does feel, the whole place feels like it's not in a great way.
I make sure my pistol stays dry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Put it on your head.
Like the last place, it's a kind of corridors going down. There are a handful of rooms, and then at the end, in a way that seems to line up with that view room that you could see above, there is a more substantial doorway at the end, essentially.
Just anybody with bare feet, just be careful. There's broken glass in there.
It's all right. I'm on top of the alligator. Fine.
Well, tell the
And the
alligators
glass
to
will be
beware.
floating anyway. It won't be like on the bottom. Doesn't glass float?
I don't think that's how it
I
works.
think that's true.
Is that something Phineas told you?
Well, it was quite a bit of a drop. You never know. Yeah.
So take a look
Because
inside
we'll
that.
clearly see light from
chamber.
above if we're getting to that bit.
Tell me.
No, I'm saying if we get to the bit where the glass is, surely we'd see a bit of light from above if there was a whole light. I was looking into the abyss, hard to see detail in there. But you'd see light above you easily.
The only light.
But there wasn't light in that room.
Wasn't any light. Where the light?
No, but the darkness
You
was
can see
down
light.
the way. There was more light
Well,
up
we've
the way
got
than there's
lanterns
down.
as well, so.
If we're down in
Nothing
a
like
dark
the room.
place, we would see the
Yeah, but those holes in the
Oh,
walls. So
yeah.
So
But
surely
if
there was some
if they were
light.
good enough, you would have seen it lit up from there when you were standing up there as well.
So okay, so is this doorway at the end the only kind of significant thing that we see?
So there's a handful of other doorways going off
There
it
is a
before that.
But this is just the biggest,
yeah.
grandest one.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I'm just thinking, has anyone used their wayfinders?
We're not like doing survival, we're just sort of checking our way through. So
No, I know, but I'm saying I divine sensed and there was undead within 60 feet, and we've now gone down the 60 feet and seen nothing.
in one of these big rooms.
Okay, that's fine. It could,
That's
be,
what I
it
assumed.
could be one of those rooms.
Should we
Like,
investigate
it could
these
be-
smaller doorways first before we try the big?
Oh, man.
Listen for the sounds of
Maybe we find something that's a bit
Yeah.
that's helpful. I don't know.
Yeah, you going through? So going through the kind of first doorway.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
through.
So this one you can't get fully in, but you can kind of see into with some of the rubble and stuff that's sort of fallen down. There's a kind of crack that you can make your way through. There's a lot of broken tables, some scorched kind of arcane glyphs in parts of the walls. The shimmer of maybe what was once some level of containment field or such like. Some shattered sort of pods that seem to float in some of the water, and there's a scrawling on the wall in some kind of writing. Does anyone speak? Well, actually, does anyone speak Sylvan?
Elven.
Sylvan.
No. Must be Elven.
I really should. I can do comprehend languages.
Cool. Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah,
You do that as a ritual.
I can actually.
Yeah. So with comprehend languages, you see that the phrase that's scrawled says, "To cut the fruit from the branch is to devour a sliver of a god. To water it is to awaken a memory. It dreamt it was the forest, so it grew teeth."
To cut the fruit from the branch is to.
Devour a sliver of a god.
Okay.
To water is to awaken. To water it is to awaken memory. It dreamt it was the forest, and so it grew teeth.
Okay. Big tree with teeth. That's a god. That has fruit.
Can I have that in Gus's voice, please?
He's the one relaying it to him.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Give me it one more time from the start.
To cut the fruit from the branch is to devour a sliver of a god. To water is to awaken memory. It dreamt it was the forest, and so it grew teeth.
Cut the fruit from the branch is to
Devour a sliver of a god.
devour. So okay.
So if it is just a single tree and then it dreamt it was a forest, then that implies that it's making others like it maybe.
to cut the fruit from the branches to devour a sliver of a god. To water it is to escape memory.
Awaken
Memory. It dreamt it was the forest, so it grew teeth. Je sais pas.
Search these other rooms then. So we see any more prophecy of sort.
The slugs, the teeth.
Sweet.
Slugs and babies.
So looking in the next room,
They gather more trees to create a forest.
so you look in the next room. It seems to be another similar kind of laboratory sort of space.
Ooh.
But roll me a perception check as you look in.
Nope. 10.
10 or above is all I'm looking
17.
15. 10.
So as you look in this room, you notice 4 figures just slowly shambling about in the water.
Oh.
They're not doing anything. One at least seems to have noticed you. They've not attacked, but they're just shambling. They look undead. They look relatively recently undead. They look an awful lot like researchers.
Zombie mermaids?
Zombie
No.
researcher.
No
No,
mermaids.
zombie mermaids.
No.
Oh, I rolled a 2 on my perception
Zombie
check.
researchers.
So you would see them kind of shambling around this space in there.
Do they look like they would be still helpful as junior researchers for somebody who is about to undertake a large research project, possibly some writing and so on?
Maybe with the right training, who knows? Yeah, they could.
Can I look around for useful notes that other people's work that I can plagiarize?
Roll me a stealth check as you do, not necessarily a hard one, but just to make sure you're not necessarily making too much noise or drawing too much attention.
Stealth is absolutely not my speciality. 6. I sort of fall over a bit.
You stumble over a little. You clearly draw their attention as
Yeah.
you make noise. They don't rush to attack, but they're clearly aware of you in the room.
Close. Okay, just doing some science as you were.
Roll me investigation.
Science. What number is that? It's an 11. 11 for investigation, did you say?
Yeah.
Not, I don't know, medicine or nature?
Even perception, I would take if you're.
Oh yeah, okay, perception for 14. How about
Okay,
that?
cool. You would noticed maybe just sat on the edge, just on one of the kind of broken tables or such, like a small journal that's there, which you can have a look through.
I will absolutely have a look through the journal.
So what? These are the guys. These are the guys from the camp. Should we do something, or should we just leave them to roam around?
Is this reversible? This
I don't
can
know.
we return them to useful life of research?
Generally speaking, when they've got to undead, then you can make them dead, but you can't make them
I can't
not
remember
dead.
Not undead.
Yeah.
It's beyond that.
Yeah,
Have you made
generally
up some-
undead means like soulless husk.
Yeah,
They
give them
aren't
one of
there
your
anymore,
good
it's just the
berries.
body moving about.
Sweet.
Undead.
So
Have a quick flick through the journal.
yeah,
just,
roll me either Arcana in investigation or another skill if you think that is applicable.
Unfortunately, this seems like
16 on
more
Arcana.
attention.
So having a flick through it, there is some of the kind of general notes in the other place that was a bit hard to make much head nor tail of. A sentence that does that you note, particularly towards the end, that's kind of scrawled a little bit more erratically. It says, "We thought it was a seed, a divine curiosity, a whisper of first growth, not a god, not quite, but a hunger, a thought of Pharaoh before he was flesh. We fed it words, water, and reverence. It listened and began to want."
Guys, this is creepy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you want to just get out of here and go home? Sounds good to me.
I mean, we got all this way. We got to go through the big giant door in front of us.
I give you all a good berry, except you already had one, so it doesn't really work for you. It counts as a day's worth of food. Also, it makes you feel a little bit better if you're hurt. I think it's a D4 down around just one. I don't know, even still, just one will be fine. And I'm going to, with the other 4, I'm going to try to see if I can throw them into the mouths of these little zombies. Give them some sustenance. Let them last a little bit longer, you know, because it's only D, I think. So. Acrobatics check?
Acrobatics, or just roll to hit with a dex, whatever.
Roll to hit.
So it'll be a 16 for the first one. And that'll be a 15 for the second one. And that'll be a 19 for the third one.
You
You'll see them before.
from a distance just lob little berries into their mouth.
Nice.
You're not sure whether or not they eat berries, but they seem to chew down at least.
They'll go to waste anyway. Like we can only eat one of them. You're not allowed to have more than one of them.
Hey, they're not.
Doesn't count.
They're not
otherwise.
attacking us, so
Yeah.
I guess.
What was it you said? They inscribed somewhere, but they were like trying to feed it or water it. Or something.
Notes in this
That
journal.
was the room
here.
before.
The-
So
the
there was the
journal.
journal, and then there was the entry before that Ollie saw in Sylvan,
So the
sounds
next
like-
room,
or a
there's
form
a
of
seat.
Sylvan.
From
Anyway.
upstairs.
No, from just here.
This next room is going to be.
Their journal.
I just found it.
Oh, they
No, well, I
Zombie
think that
research.
they found a seed. They found a seed from Fairwind that they grew and
they
watered.
thought
So
that
now
was
we're behind this door.
gonna
I think
be
it's
a
going to
good
be a
idea.
giant tree, a giant tree that may or may not be alive, from what your vision was.
And maybe some kind of manifestation of Pharaoh.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I
Some
don't
sort of offshoot.
Don't
from
know
the
how I feel
feed
about
of
attacking
Pharaoh.
that, but it's okay because we have the option of peace.
That's
we
been-
have the
Option of peace.
We have the option of peace.
That's trying to create itself a forest, and these slugs are the teeth. Is my theory.
I like these.
What does
So
peace
we
mean?
go in, we make friends with the tree, and then
We water it
So-
and get awaken our dreams.
Before you, so there's basically 2 doors left. There's the big door at the end
yeah.
that you're fairly confident goes into the base of the viewing area.
pull out
There
as
is
long as
one
possible.
other space that you can
Yeah.
look in before we get there if you want to.
Investigate that, definitely.
That's it.
So inside you would see kind of dark, kind of fungus-choked glass tubes that line the wall. Inside them, you can just make out through very murky, overgrown, like sort of mossy inside, these grotesque kind of plant-beast hybrids that are just in these kind of glass tubes around the edge. Some of them look like creatures you might recognize. Like, so there's some really big tubes that look basically like one that looks like some kind of almost wooden owl bear. There's one that maybe looks kind of almost panther-like, but again infused with vines and wood and such like. There's 1 or 2 that look a bit more humanoid in nature, and they're all just in these sort of like suspended in this really horrid, murky water at the back.
Gosh.
They're not moving.
Now, if I was to embrace Fairwind, is that how you say it? As a god, could my animal creatures look like that?
Everything is possible with Cruvor.
I think I might actually embrace it.
He is the way of nature and of life.
Well, I imagine they'd be like tougher, like they'd have like better armor or whatever.
They could be considerably better.
Roll me a perception as you look in.
Dark skin.
Yes.
Plant and animal symbiosis.
20
like
plus
the,
5, not
like
20
that
again.
notebook from upstairs.
So just kind of right at the back of the room, just kind of hanging up on like this hook, you just notice this really, really interesting looking like kind of backpack that's just sort of hung on. It just catches your attention. It's like goodness knows how long it's been there, and it's just sitting, just hanging up at the back of this room.
I'm going to take it.
So
I'm going to open the things for here. We're going to take it.
roll me a maybe stealth to begin with to see how well you get into the room.
I give you advantage.
That's 15 stealth.
15 stealth. Okay.
It's not bad.
You make your way into the room. You can get up to the backpack without too much difficulty. What are you wanting to do?
It's really high up.
he
I can't
tall
get it.
It takes a little bit of a jump to get to it. It is quite high up. You may have to climb up on a wee sort of table or whatnot.
Stand on the alligator potentially.
Yeah, that's fair. To get it.
Acrobatics check or just what would you want me to do?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics just to see if you can kind of
20 not 21 not natural.
can grab it. Okay, so
Well,
you're up to it.
that's
You can
you can look it over. At a kind of quick inspection, it seems to be some kind of magical backpack of sorts. Like just the way that it's made, the way that it's sort of still pristine in here after all this time. Like it's very sort of vine infused with like thorns and spirals and stuff in it.
I'm shoving my hand right in to try to see what's inside it.
Is there a talking map in there?
Like all the way up to the shoulder, I assume. So.
Yeah, you can. Your
it's hand. A bag of devoured.
Your hand.
It's a mimic.
Your hand disappears into the bag.
This was so good.
What would?
What's your armor class?
No. What might come to your mind? What might you be thinking of? Like what would you might be hoping to bring out of a bag like this?
I would be hoping for some fancy ammunition for my bow. So as I'm sort of shoving my hand in, I'm hoping for something like an explosive arrow, a net arrow, thinking like a green arrow, like a boxing glove arrow, crap like that.
Nothing like that comes out. Anything else? Anything else come to mind?
Weapons come to mind, or a.
You can flick through a few things in your head. Let's see.
Okay, so a bow, crossbow, other things, a massive rocket launcher. No
weapons come out of the bag.
A sword. What else could it be?
No
weapons. Yes. There's a research place, I suppose. Animals. So potentially, like they put one of these sort of animals in there that maybe survived. Eggs.
As you think of maybe animals, eggs, you pull out this piece of fresh, delicious-looking meat that you just know your alligator, Mr. Squiggles.
Mr. Squiggles, just go for that.
Squig would absolutely love.
I see his tail
it looks delicious. Yeah. He happily eats it. You get the sense that where he injured, that would probably give him a little bit of a health.
I'm going to keep track of that. I'm going to zip up the bag, shove it in my... I say bag. I'm going to shove it in my back and just start walking out.
Make a dexterity saving throw as you do.
Does it work for humanoids?
Dexterity saving throw 11.
So as you grab the bag off the wall and just kind of properly pull it down, just this bench that you're on, it just kind of gives way and crashes down, and like a bunch of stuff that's on the side just starts rolling out and bangs up against some of these big glass tubes against the wall, and you just see these eyes light up in a bunch of these tubes.
Let's go!
And we will close there for the end of today. So thank you very much for joining us for No Danger. We will catch you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm in a room by myself with a bunch of bad guys. Let's go!
Looking back.
Character 2 is
looking
coming
in.
soon.